Another road game. Hopefully we get a win. What's up, everyone? KJ3 here, and Florida, South Carolina up in Williams. Bryce, man, it's cold night. Cold night for our Gators. And, oh, man, like, after last week's game, get to that in a second. After last week's game, I'm just kind of in the please just finish the year out and please, I really hope we just beat FSU, man. Like, I'm really starting to hope that we beat that team because things don't look good in Gainesville. Really don't. Really don't. Whether it is recruiting, whether it is not being prepared for teams you should be, or go ahead, pick your reason, man. The sky feels like it is falling in Gainesville, and we're not even sure who's going to be our coaches next year. Like head coach and defensive coordinator and offensive line coach. Like, we have no idea. We have no idea. So at this point, all I want the rest of the season, all I want, man, all I want for Christmas is to beat that silly little clown school up there in our state's capital. That's all I want. Please just beat the clowns. Yeah. Dan Mullen tenure. Start out 28-6. How it's going? 4-7 since. Oh, man. Oh. Coach, starting to sound like he just doesn't care anymore. It's bad. It's bad. What's up, Dylan Gator boy? How you doing, man? I appreciate it. And yeah, the Georgia game last week. Let me go ahead and explain that real quick for everyone. I got halfway in between Orlando, Gainesville, and then my buddy called and said that he did not make the trip down to Jacksonville and I didn't have a ticket anymore. So I decided, as a good little Atlanta Braves fan, because yes, still a Braves fan, World Series, baby, I decided to turn around and go home so I could watch the Braves game at night, which, yeah, we won in 6 games. Oh, I can't believe that. My Braves finally won a World Series. Hopefully it won't be that much longer until we're at least, in playoff talk. But God, we thought that 4 years ago. So do I think Dan Mullen will be our coach next season? Oh, man, I don't really know. I don't know. Of course, part of me wants him to stay. Part of me wants him to succeed. Another part of me believes he's just not the right guy anymore. He's just not, whether it comes to lacking his ability to recruit at an elite level, or the fact that he keeps coaches longer than he should have, or the fact that he didn't make necessary personnel changes last year because he was looking for a job in the NFL. Whatever the reason is, part of me just wants the man gone. Like, not to say he's terrible. His recruiting is, though. And Kirby Smart said it best. You recruit or you die in the SEC. You recruit or you die. We're not recruiting. And Dan's 10 years as head coach and just may come to an end because of it. Because, yeah, y'all see where our recruiting class is lately? After losing Shamar James and Julian Humphrey, we're not even in the top 20. University of Florida is not in the top 20 in recruiting. Can't have that. Can't have it. Kiffin maybe not ready yet. I think he is. I mean, you go ahead. You tell me what else Lane Kiffin has to do to get a premier job in college football. Let me know.
Let me answer. Nothing. He's ready.
My thoughts too. He's ready, y'all. If we could have Lane Kiffin next year, get rid of Dan Mullen this year, I'd be 100% for it. Guys, I want Lane Kiffin.
He's got his flaws, but his flaws are either the same or less than Mullen's, and his strengths are better. He's every bit as good of a quarterback coach, every bit as good as an offensive play caller, every bit as good as an offensive coordinator, had the same amount of success as an assistant as Mullen has, but he's a outstanding all-star recruiter, something Mullen cannot do. It makes up for your deficiencies when you stock the team with talent, and he's done it everywhere he's been. Oh, also, he knows how to establish and recruit and put together an amazing recruiting staff, unlike Dan Mullen.
Yep.
So even with the same deficiencies, he negates a lot of it by talent.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Honestly, that's how we both feel over here. My brother and myself. We both are we're over the Dan Mullen hype, and we're already on to looking at Lane Kiffin as the next coach because.
Yeah, let me be clear. I don't ever call for coaches to get fired. I don't. Even when McElwain was tanking, I didn't call for him to get fired. I wanted him gone, but I'm not that guy. But man, these last 4 games are going to tell us a whole heck of a lot about this team, because if we're not focused with South Carolina, who's awful, Samford, who's equally awful in the FCS ranks, Missouri, who can't play defense to save their lives and their quarterback is injured, and Florida State, who, by the way, is now 3-6. They lost by 2 touchdowns to NC State today at home. If we can't beat those teams, not just beat them, but dominate them, man, we got more problems than we think.
That was a bad
dropped pass.
Oh my God, that was a late pass to Malik Davis, and it wasn't even accurate. Y'all, number 5 is the starting quarterback. Ooh, we're in for trouble.
And by the way, what is going on? Why is LSU up 7-0 against Alabama? What's going on here, guys?
LSU is beating Alabama right now. What? Emory Jones, that was actually a good throw. It was high, but it was catchable. Justin Shorter, first down. Thank you.
Tell you what, Emory Jones sure does love Justice Shorter.
Who?
You know.
No, who?
Emory Jones. Yeah.
No, his name's number 5.
Also known as the man
5.
who's never won a road game in SEC play in his career.
Never won an SEC road game, y'all.
No, it's his first year starting. I get that, but, come on. We haven't played great teams on the road. In fact, our 2 road games this year have been against bad teams. So
Kentucky was the better team.
Yeah. Kentucky's not bad. They're just not great. They're good.
Predict 3.
They're good.
You predict 3 number 5 picks today. You know what? That actually sounds about right.
No. He never gives you 3. 2 is his max, all right? But 1 is his floor.
Oh,
he's going to give you 1.
Another RPO. That time should have been caught. Copeland. Come on now.
You got to catch that.
Jake, catch the ball.
That was a good throw.
That was a good throw.
Put it right on him.
Even blind mice finds cheese every now and then. Oh, that hit you in both your hands, Jake.
No, I tell you, that was a good throw.
Jake,
that was
in stride,
right
and he led you a little bit. That was perfect.
Right
that was a perfect pass. 3rd and 5.
Gotta catch that ball.
Michigan State lost. Cincinnati almost lost. Yeah, and Wake Forest lost too. Why is Malik Davis back there and not Dameon Pierce? That's what I want to know.
Because he starts every single game. That's why, unless he's injured. He literally starts every single game.
What the heck is that? What was that?
I actually don't mind that play
I don't
call.
like it.
That was just not a good block by Tarquin, 70 out there. I don't mind that at all. It gets the defense going to one side. It was a high throw and it was a bad block by your lineman. You had the entire defense fooled. 70, you gotta block him, man. Gotta block him. That's what you're there for.
I just don't like the play call right there. Don't be cute. Don't be fancy. Just move the chains. By the way, our Gators are battling flu-like symptoms today. So, with it being a cold game and being us being banged up, sick, I don't know. I was a whole lot more confident about this game yesterday than I was today. But the way that it was being reported that we came out doing warm-ups, the fact that we're not feeling well, the fact that it's a cold game up in South Carolina tonight.
By the way,
I don't like that. I don't like that combination. I really don't.
We've got 20 to 30 guys with the flu.
20 to 30
some
are
were
sick on the team.
Some were sent home. Some just have it really badly but are going to try to play.
I don't like that, everyone. Flea flicker. First play of the game. Well defended, but still caught.
Come on, Marshall.
Didn't give up the deep ball. Jason Marshall still gave up the completion, though. Big gain. First down. At the beginning of this season, with us going 3-1 and Florida State going 0-4, I thought we were going to smash them. Thought we were going to cream them. Thought we were absolutely going to embarrass them. But right now, all I want is for us just please beat that clown school. I really think it's going to be close.
Well, Zach Carter's still there. I see number 6. I heard he wasn't going to be playing.
Yeah.
Dexter got to start.
Gonna need them IVs. Sure are.
Looks like this guy's a first-time starter.
He is. It's South Carolina's third quarterback this year, by the way.
Their second string was a former assistant coach on their team.
A coach who they asked to play because he had a year of eligibility left. True story. Look at that. Brenton Cox is getting manhandled on the online again. I'm over Brenton Cox. 100% want to see someone else there except for number one.
How do you have this entire place stacked up and no one brings him down? Look at this. You have all these people at the line of scrimmage and you can't tackle them
because we are soft in the trenches. The O line and the D line, we're soft. FSU's a joke. I'll tell you a funnier joke. Florida's 4-4. FSU at least looks good.
I don't know about good. They look like they know what they're doing. I'll give you that.
We don't.
No, FSU. They look like they know what they're doing. Like they're not good.
We don't compared to them.
No.
They look better than we do right now.
We sort of seem to be all over the place. No, that's not an overreaction. Like anybody who wants to say that is watch the last couple games. We've watched a little bit of film here. Like we don't have consistent play calling from play to play within a series. God, they're still just running right now. Oh my Lord, guys.
Right guard, right tackle. Run.
Get ready for a long game, y'all.
Honestly, right now, it's where's number one running to his side because Brenton Cox not doing anything.
Get ready for a long game, everybody.
What was the spread? Florida's way? Hope you took the points.
18.5.
18.
Would you like to pick me up?
No. Did Vegas really think we were going to win by 3 scores?
I think it started out like at 20.
We're not winning by 10 if we win. If we win. You heard me?
No, we'll win this game.
Oh, I thought we'd win LSU too.
I thought Cox jumped there.
Yeah, it looked like it. I thought we would easily beat LSU. Don't get me started on Coach Flintstone.
Easily with LSU? Yeah. Thought we beat him for sure. I was expecting a 13, 14-point win. I don't know about easily. That game's always funky, as we just saw.
I thought we would come out, be intense because we lost last year.
Yeah, I expected that too.
No.
Expected a focus team anyway.
Oh, me too. Week before a bye week. Anyways, enough of that team.
There you go.
Nickel and diamond all the way down the field. Thumper.
22.
Rashad Torrance, my favorite player.
No joke, y'all, YouTube. KJ3 has definitely named him Thumper from the very first time he saw him.
Ever since I watched high school film of Rashad Torrance, dude lays a hit. I call him Thumper for a reason.
That's definitely real talk right there, y'all. Like, he literally named him Thumper when he was watching high school before he even played a single snap for Florida. Named him Thumper.
Thumper, my nickname. It's going to catch on. And y'all remember who said it first. 3rd and 3. Come on, Gators.
There you go, Cox. Get in the backfield. All right, that's how you come back in, Trey Dean. Thank you.
He bought it with the tackle, too.
See, Trey Dean saw where if I can speak, saw where the edge rusher was going and then filled the area where he just vacated. And then Mahmoud Diabate made a nice play. He said, you're not getting the middle A gap. I'm not surprised they're going for it. They have nothing to lose in this game. I would, too, if I was their coach.
Yeah, I mean, may as well.
Something on the edges is what I would guess. Lining up tight. I bet they're going to throw something on the edges. I'm out.
How irritated was I at the Georgia game last week? To be completely honest with you, it went how I thought it would go. Outside of those last 2 minutes, 30 seconds of the first half, which were just unbearable to watch. Let me ask BG. Yo, hey, whenever we had the ball last, what did I say?
I just hope our offense doesn't let them score.
I just hope Georgia doesn't score again before halftime, and then we threw a pick 6. It went how I thought it would go. I wasn't even that mad. I really wasn't. That's exactly what I thought would happen. I was happy as heck. I had something to cheer about. We scored a touchdown with 2 minutes to go in the game.
Oh man,
Kept
guys,
the scoring streak alive.
we were
everyone.
sweating that
Celebrate
thing
the little
hard.
things.
We were sweating that thing hard.
Celebrate the little things. Just like in 2017, the drive started with the backup quarterback around 8 minutes left, and we got a touchdown with around 2:30 to go in the game, just like 2017.
I don't know if you all saw that stat, but they actually showed it on the game where they said in 2017, Florida scored with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go. In 2021, we scored with 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go. And that was eerie. It really was eerie.
Exactly how we thought it would go. We were honestly celebrating, high-fiving each other when we got the touchdown.
Somehow we outgained them by 1 yard. Like Georgia's
Somehow.
offense is not very good. They're not. Their defense, I'll give you credit, very, very good.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, not as good as I thought they were. Our offense, that's very inconsistent, was moving the ball. We just kept turning it over. We turned it over down deep inside our own territory, which gave the game up.
Our offense, those guys, they are who we thought they were. All right. And can you say
They are who we thought they
Can't
were.
even say we let them off the hook because we know exactly who our team is at this point. We're an inconsistent bunch that can't string together 3 plays in a row at times.
Guys, Stetson Bennett was floating the ball up to Torrance and just letting him pick it off. I mean, like, he made 2 interceptions and 1 fumble recovery, but both interceptions were not necessarily great defensive plays. Okay, let's just say it. They were balls thrown up 6 yards short of the wide receiver. And he was like, okay, thank you very much. I'll take that.
And he just got fortunate with that fumble recovery. But, like, I mean, we're not taking away from anything Thumper does.
Man, he got
Thumper had 3 turnovers against Georgia.
He got 3
Pretty
turnovers,
good.
man.
Pretty good for a young player.
Dude's great. Love him.
Love Torrance. Now we know how Georgia felt during the Spurrier days. Yeah.
Except Georgia competitive with Florida, except a couple occasions.
4th and 1. I wonder if they're going to do a counter power play. Yeah. Oh, look at that. They pulled the left guard. It was a counter power play.
That wasn't counter. That was just straight power.
Oh, it's a power run. Okay. Sorry, our other Achilles heel that we can't
That was
stop
power,
to save
that was
our
power
lives.
O all day. It was
Can't-
power O all
We
day.
can't stop a power O to run.
You guys
our
have played
lives.
Madden. You know exactly what power O is. It's triple tight end or double tight end with a fullback.
Guard
Pull
pull.
the guard and follow him. That's all power O is. Oh, great.
Newkirk. Yeah, hopefully
Well,
Dexter will play more now.
we have plenty of defensive tackles to say that.
Yeah, we have 3 that are terrible and a 5-star that can't see the field.
Dexter started this drive.
Did he?
Yeah, he missed the first tackle. Let the guy go right through his arms.
Great.
No, this is not good. He's not. Is he Dexter right there? He just walked by.
Someone has been watching film on Gators. We've been watching film, but we also just pay attention to the little things. We know where to look. We've been doing this a while.
We watch film every week.
What's it like, 20 straight years now? Yeah, we've been watching a little bit of games.
We're young, y'all, but we've been watching a lot of football. Not just Florida football. We watch a lot of football.
Yep. Like,
And where's the weakness of this team? Run right up at them. Run right at them.
LSU
Run right
taught us
at
that.
them.
LSU taught us that. I feel disgusted every time I see Mullen's face. I'm getting there myself.
Ah, come on, guys.
I'm getting there. I'm getting
Come
there
on,
myself. When I see him under the lights in a press conference,
Oh,
oh,
the
my
press-
stomach turns. My
Press
stomach
conference.
turns, everyone. Sheesh. He doesn't help himself, does he?
Bro, there was a game KJ3 and I used to play when Will Muschamp was our head coach. It was called Mining for Gold. All you had to do was listen to his press conferences, any of them, any of the 3 that he did throughout the week,
Little
and
nuggets.
just listen for the ridiculous, absolutely out there comments, whether it be stupid, moronic, just like counterintuitive, or straight contradicting himself. Like, what's our most famous one? I know you know it. What's the most famous Will Muschamp quote?
When an opportunity presents itself, he will have an opportunity.
No joke. That's verbatim, y'all. I mean, like, it's gotten so much with Mullen where you start following people talking about Mullen and find the nuggets there. Like, Nick De La Torre, one of our favorite follows on Twitter, bro. Dude.
Anyone who doesn't follow
Oh
De La
my
Torre on
gosh.
Twitter,
Like,
oh man.
It's pretty clear he doesn't
He's
like
brutal
Mullen.
at times.
It's pretty clear he doesn't like Mullen, but he comes up with some good stuff. Or you just like look at the comment sections, like getting the mentions on all these Gator fans. They put some really funny stuff out there. Like Mullen, he doesn't give you much. You just have to
Sarcasm.
look around, and oh my lord, it's funny.
Sarcasm
It
for
really is.
Gator Nation is undefeated. Like it's hilarious at times. We will honestly be laughing over the phone for minutes on end about some of these comments. They're hilarious, but they're also brutally honest. And yeah, I see one person saying, we got to stick together. We are Gator Nation. I'm not bashing on that. I'm a Gator fan through and through. Bleed orange and blue. Always have, always will. That doesn't mean I can't be critical of my team when they deserve to be criticized. Right now, we're not a good team. We're 4-4, everyone. We're not a good team. We deserve to be criticized. Our coaching staff deserves to be criticized. We are 4-4.
We're the definition of average. You've won as many games as you lost. You are an average team.
We got embarrassed by our number one rival, another rival of ours who's terrible this year. We lost to our baby brother pushover in Kentucky.
They haven't been a pushover for us in a long time. The last 6
A
or 7
team
years.
we have no business losing to in Kentucky.
I mean, like legit, for 6 or 7 years, they've been a very difficult opponent.
Balls
for us.
on the 25.
Very difficult.
Throw the flat. Make the tackle. Thank you,
go.
Helm.
Who's that, Helm?
Perkins.
Oh, I aboard you, Darius. 27. He hasn't gotten much playing time.
Not
There was
much.
one game, I can't remember who we were playing, where they were targeting him there. They were going after him. And I haven't seen him much since then. But based on reports,
I think that was Vanderbilt.
was it whoever it was?
Trevez
They
got
threw
thrown
out
out
like
early against,
7
I
or
think
8.
it was Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it was whatever game Trevez got thrown out in the first half.
2nd and 10.
But from
Like
what we've
Marshall,
heard
Perkins, Elam.
out of practice and all that, the coaches really, really like him. So take that for what it's worth.
I just wish we would see Devon Black on defense.
Oh, there's Todd. Now,
There's
you're talking
the man,
about
man.
watching your stomach churn, having your stomach churn when you see a coach. That's Todd Grantham, guys.
Yeah.
That's Todd Grantham. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
get that with Mullen. I get that with Grantham
Mullen in a press conference, I do. Todd Grantham, period.
in general.
Todd Grantham, period. Anytime he's on my TV or
Go
screen.
away. I just want to yell at him. Go away. Just
Hate
leave.
You too, man.
He's been hurt. Like he had that pretty bad foot injury. I just don't think he's 100%. But
I'm not
His
even
motor is-
blaming
his-
injury.
his
He is
motor's
just
in
an
question.
inconsistent player. He
he doesn't play hard all the time.
He even was that while at Georgia his freshman year.
He doesn't
He's
play hard every play.
inconsistent.
That's
He
his
doesn't
issue.
show up and plays relentlessly.
Nice hit. Come on, pick this off. Oh, he threw it away. Oh, he caught it.
No,
Who gave up on that play? Who was the DB there?
that was
Is that
Torrance.
Marshall
That
again?
was Torrance.
Rashard, you got to follow that through, my man.
4th down.
That was actually a heck of a throw when he got hit. He put it right in the corner.
Who do y'all want as defensive coordinator? Then I'll tell you who I want. Oh, yeah, that's catchable.
Man, that actually was pretty good.
He would have been
defense.
out
That
of
was a heck
momentum
a
would have carried
throw.
him out. Yeah, that was a great throw.
I thought he floated it. No, he did a good job on that. That's one of the areas
4th and
Torrance needs to
6.
improve on is deep
39
coverage.
yards. Wind going left to right. And right down the middle. We're losing. 3-0.
Losing to South Carolina. The team that needed a last-second touchdown to beat Vanderbilt, we're losing to. Great start. Great start.
Hey, we're not bashing on Torrance. Trust me, he's my favorite player.
No, we're not.
He just needs to work on pass coverage a little bit more. There's
Deep-
one
deep
area
pass
in this
coverage.
game
Yeah, deep
where he
pass
needs
coverage.
to continue to work at is deep pass coverage. Other than that, the man's an excellent player. He's my favorite guy.
Yeah.
He really is. I love Thumper. Yeah, man. Like, everyone's going to be criticized, man.
Watching the
We're
replay
4
of
and 4.
that was pretty darn good coverage, actually. That was just an exceptional throw.
That was a great throw. It's a great throw.
I mean, I don't care where you're covering the guy. You put a ball like that, it would take a phenomenal defensive play to break that up. So I retract my criticism there.
For me, defensive coordinator. Who is it that we want as a defensive coordinator?
Realistic?
I think, like, if there's one person out there that's realistic for us to get, and hire as a defense coordinator.
I have a few people on my list.
Because my pipe dream,
I don't know if we can get them.
My pipe dream is Will Muschamp, Charlie Strong as 1-2. That's my pipe dream. But realistically, Kevin Steele is who I want.
Yeah, Kevin Steele, Jeremy Pruitt is up there. Another guy who's currently employed right now that I really, really, really like is, I think his name is Brent Pry. He's the defensive coordinator at Penn State. It sounds like James Franklin's going to be taking a new head coaching job.
It really does look like he's leaving.
We don't know that for sure. There's just been a lot of smoke with it. But if he does, I don't see why Franklin wouldn't want to take him with him. But if I'm Florida, I make a hard run of that dude. His specialty is linebackers coaching. He is an A-plus recruiter. And also, you look at his defenses, except for last year and the COVID year, where they just were a disappointment all around. His entire tenure at Penn State as defensive coordinator, they've been really good.
Yep.
Really good. Like top 15, top 20 nationally in every single category, and many of them being top 10 categories. Really, really good defensive coordinator. He's also fairly young, still on the rise. But in terms of guys that are like unemployed, Kevin Steele as a 1 or 2 year patch, I love it. That dude knows how to coach. He really does. He
knows how to beat Alabama.
Not a super great recruiter, but a whole heck of a lot better than Todd Grantham. But I'll tell you what, you watch it. He was the defensive coordinator for Gus Malzahn the last 5 years at Auburn. Anyone doesn't know who he is. He also worked with Wesley McGriff, who's our current safeties coaches there. You look at his defenses there, they were excellent. I mean, they were prime time defenses, man. He beat Alabama 2 times as defensive coordinator there. Knows what he's doing. Produces pros, too. And he's a free agent. He is not currently employed. Go get him. You don't have to pay a buyout for him. Go get him.
You know what, Ben? I remember seeing that Georgia was down to one of his finalists, too, for Torrance. But
yes, it was a very much a Florida-Georgia battle for him.
I'm really glad he came to Florida because
he's from Marietta, the powerhouse in Georgia.
I bet he was pissed off last week because the defense deserved better than what happened last week. The defense played their behinds off. Like, if we would have gotten that defense for the LSU game, that's a win. Would have gotten that kind of defensive effort last year, we have 2 losses instead of 4.
We have 1 loss. There wasn't a single game last year that we lost where I said, man, our defense played decently. Not one. Oklahoma, they didn't show up. LSU, they didn't show up. Alabama, they just couldn't get off the field. And Texas A&M, they couldn't get off the field. Every single one of those, if your defense is 10% better, you're undefeated. Well, no, Oklahoma, that was just that game would have turned out differently if you would have been undefeated going into it.
And he's looking deep.
Oh,
hit as he throws. Going deep for Weston.
You can't stand like a statue in the pocket. Embry.
What's up, Kevius, man?
Embry, I really don't want to start this early, bro.
He was hit as he throw that time. It just
get rid of it. He's got plenty of time to get rid of the ball.
Get rid of it, man.
His primary target is the downfield throw the entire time. It's not there.
Looking at him the whole time.
It's not there. Get off the read.
Is that Pierce back there? I think it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Pierce.
Good blitz pickup. Going deep again.
You got him. You got him.
Underthrown. Good. Throwing strides, touchdown. I'll take the first down.
Shorter again, man. He loves throwing the ball shorter.
I'll take the first down.
With Emory Jones at quarterback, Justin Shorter is a really, really good receiver.
Yeah, I mean, we know he's the number 1 receiver in his class. We know he's good.
They have very good chemistry. Copeland has much better chemistry with Richardson.
Yep. Shorter again. 5 yards. Need a new coaching staff. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not. Just not. I agree.
Actually, that ball was not that far behind him. That was a pretty darn good throw. Shorter's just not very fast. Like, he's not a very fast receiver. He's 6'5".
Slow down for it.
Not much.
2nd and 4.
I don't think he would have run away from that safety even if he caught the ball in stride.
Quick throw, Damian Pierce.
See, I like this. Get the ball wide. Let your speed take care of it.
Let 27 eat.
Yes.
Give him the ball. Let him run. Let him eat, bro.
That is a big man. Let him eat. He needs his calories. Let him eat.
If our offense would have had another great year, I would see Dan Mullen having an NFL job opening available for him. Fortunately, we haven't looked good this year, and the NFL's a passing league, and we haven't passed the ball well this year. So I don't see it. I just don't see it this offseason.
We don't have a single rush in this game. Look at that. 9 passes,
Not yet.
0 rushes. Oh, he missed it.
Got him.
Is that shorter again?
Henderson!
Attaboy, Chavi!
Hey, look at that. Look at that. We answered.
I like to see that. He's doing the Gator chomp, too, showing a little bit of emotion.
Good.
That was a nice throw,
The
Emery.
team needs to be fired up, man.
See if he comes off his primary read.
Nope.
Nope, that's still read number 1. It was a good throw, though. He was open.
Touchdown.
Nice touch.
Results of the play is a touchdown. I'm never going to be that critical of it, but
I mean, sometimes when your
stop
primary
looking
read
at
is
just one
open,
guy.
yeah,
5.
when your primary read's open, you don't need to come off of it. But if you know your primary read's open, it's called look off the safety and then come back to him. Does it sound like we're being critical of him? Yes, we are. But I'm looking for progression. I'm looking for improvement.
Yep.
No, are these nice throws? Yes, they're nice throws, but it's the same. It's the same limitations that Emory's had all year long. Just because South Carolina is a much worse team doesn't mean he's playing better. It just means the defense is worse.
Yep.
You do that against Georgia, that's a pick.
Dan has $12 million buyout payable over a very long time. Yes, I mean, we just paid buyouts our last 2 coaches. We're not afraid of paying a coach's buyout. We're not.
But Dan Mullen's buyout is $12 million all the way up to the very last year of his deal.
It's fine.
So he signed a 5-year deal? It's literally $12 million every single year. After year 1, after year 2, after year 3, 4, and 5. Yes, it is payable out over a long period of time, but it's very affordable. That should not stop you from firing the man for a $12 million buyout. It shouldn't.
If you can get Lane Kiffin,
you do it.
Sorry, Dan.
But then you need to figure out how much Lane Kiffin's buyout is. Because I tell you what, he ain't gonna do what McElwain did and pay it himself.
Comments about Mullen saying it is not the time to talk about recruiting.
Oh gosh, guys. Do you really want to get into that now?
Man.
Do you want to get into that now? I mean, we can if y'all want.
Oh, so many jokes on that. So many jokes.
Not even jokes. It's like what are you like?
Why? That's why. Why would you say that? When you know Kirby Smart takes it so seriously, and then Kirby does a presser putting emphasis on recruiting. And Dan Mullen's saying, nah, not a big deal. I'm not going to talk to y'all about recruiting right now. End of the year, everyone.
It's like what he said, people
recruit or die.
They didn't take it out of context like he keeps saying, because there was literally the entire quote that everyone's putting out there. It was misinterpreted, though. What he was saying is, I don't want to talk about recruiting now. I'll talk about recruiting at the end of the year. But even so, oh my Lord,
missed the tackle.
Guys, he's gone.
Marshall got the tackle.
But the whole point of that was, it's not that people are misinterpreting what you said. It's what you said in the first place. Yep. You can't say, I'm going to talk about recruiting at the end of the year, bro. Like, recruiting is every day. If you're asked specifically about recruiting, they're giving you an opportunity. Come on, Torrance.
Stop me if I say this. Brenton Cox got completely pushed off of his spot on that run.
I love the effort from Marshall there, though.
Me too. Brenton Cox.
Let's wait for the end of this drive and we'll finish.
Brenton Cox is the softest 5-star.
God, just right up the middle. There's still 5-6 yards. Golly, man.
Oh.
Guys, make this quarterback throw the ball, please.
No, the Gators are playing like the Gators when it comes to tackling, okay?
Yeah, this is
no one can miss tackles like the University of Florida.
Yeah, they've been this all year. There he goes. They've been just like this all year long.
No one can miss tackles like the orange and blue team out there. Georgia better not win it all this year. I pray for Nick Saban to beat Kirby Smart in Atlanta. Please. Please.
Guys, they've given us no reason not to let him just keep running the ball. 109 rushing yards.
Already.
You're not even at the end of the first quarter.
Already.
Yeah, you just left him open there, number one.
Cox, again.
You just left him open one.
Softest 5-star. Gators D is playing patty cake. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I apologize for the imagery, but this is the diarrhea defense, y'all. They just let everybody run right through you. I mean, seriously, just run right on through you. Let's not even try to slow it down. Gosh.
This rushing defensive line is about as soft as a wet paper towel. Touchdown!
Easy. This is just easy.
That
Easy.
was very fast. $10-7. Who took the under? Why?
Yeah, why would you?
Exactly. The Atlanta Braves got the title already. So Georgia ain't getting it. You're right. Amazement. You're right. They left the D in Gainesville. I don't even think we kept it in Gainesville.
We left it on the plane in Lexington, y'all. We haven't played defense since the Kentucky game. And if you want to tell me Vanderbilt, no. They should have had 16 points on that soft defense.
Georgia last week, we actually played defense.
Did we?
We did. Until we turned the ball over on offense.
Or they just keep throwing the ball to us. Because the way I saw it, they were driving the field and they turned the ball over when they got down to the other end of the field. Or they missed a field goal.
I can't believe they missed a field goal.
No, because we felt so bad for them, we said, oh, don't worry, Georgia. We'll miss one too.
Kirby Smart or Dan Mullen? Kirby.
Well, who would you rather have? It's
Kirby.
not even a question, y'all.
Kirby Smart.
It's not even a question.
Kirby Smart. That is my official answer.
And I hate to say it because I really despise Kirby Smart. I don't like him. I don't think he's an honest person. I as much as I respect Nick Saban, I respect the results Kirby's generating because he's recruiting his butt off. He's assembling an excellent staff, but I just think he's shady. I really do. I just get that vibe that he's a shady person. I just don't like it.
Let's be honest. Defense is better than last year. Yes, 100%. But the offense is worse than last year, and that's why we're 4-4.
Guys,
yes,
our defense was historically bad last year. You shouldn't look for an improvement of, we're not as bad as the worst defense I've ever seen in my lifetime.
I was just about to say that.
Like, that's not something to tip your hat to.
Nope.
The talent we have, we ought to be a top 20 defense every year. Top 30 maybe one time if you have a massive amount of injuries at key positions.
Yep.
You have so much talent and so much depth. Look, where is Derek Wingo? We're coming to the end of year 2 and he hasn't played. Except for we're up by 4 touchdowns. Let's let you get him for a series.
And asking for it all year long. Where the heck is DeJuan Black?
Where's Lloyd Summerall? Where's Princely Uman-Milan? Where's Chris Bogle, for goodness sakes?
Yeah. Didn't Summerall transfer?
No, he's still on the team.
Who's the one that transferred?
That was Chatfield.
Yeah, Andrew Chatfield.
Where's Antoine Powell?
Yeah.
He's in year 2. Where's Jaron Lee?
I see Mordecai McDaniel more than I want to.
Yeah, like, where's Jaron Lee? Our defensive tackle from Louisiana that LSU really wanted.
Yep.
Like, guys, there's plenty of people on our team that are highly rated. You can't tell me they all can't play.
2nd and 13.
If your defense has these results with
deep,
seniors, throw the freaking freshman in there. Did
he caught that? Liston.
Attaboy, Jamarcus.
Oh, that's Burke.
Oh, thank you.
I was about to say him.
When I was going on the offensive side, he was one of my first guys to name after DeMarcus Bowman.
Burke.
Marcus Burke. Oh, man, bro. I am so high on this kid.
Hey, it's the second read.
I am so high on this kid.
He looked the safety off.
Wow,
Way to go, 5.
All right, A+ throw 5.
Way to go, 5.
A+. Guys, I am
Burke, was that like your first catch of the year, Marcus?
Yeah. I am so high on Marcus Burke. I think he's going to be a star. I really do. Everybody says that, but I truly think he's going to be a star for us. God. And hold. Yeah.
It's either Braun or Zipper with hold.
There's 2 flags on the play. You got one?
Holding on the offense.
Yeah, they'll accept it and back him up. Like on the opposite side, DeMarcus Bowman, Lorenzo Lingard, Marcus Burke, Jamarcus Weston. He's finally starting to get some play in the last couple weeks. Michael Tarquin, who finally got a start tonight for, I think, the first time in his entire career.
Yep.
And shoot, I think this is his third year on campus, Tarquin. But you keep running Jean Delance out there. Like, it's pronounced Jean, like a Frenchman.
I'm not changing it now. He just got his name back this year. I'm not changing I'm not calling him by that. All right, it's Gene Delance or 5'6".
Like, you know what? I understand the Nick Elksness. It's his first year, and he was a little bit light coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
We keep hearing how great he's going to be, how he had a great spring, blah, blah. Cool. He's redshirting this year to let him put on a little bit of weight.
What are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Come on, Stuart Reese.
Did you see that?
He just stood there.
We're going to have another meme made of our offensive line. Oh, my gosh. What are you doing?
Oh, goodness.
Move your... Ooh.
You're about to pull a me over there. Start cussing at this man.
Yeah.
You know, Emery, you're at least showing a little bit of something in this game.
Nope.
His name is Emery. After those two throws, those were great throws, man.
Nope. Number 5.
He's earned it back throughout this first quarter. He's actually playing really well.
Look at that. We're above Navy. We're above a triple option team and quarterback runs. Yay!
Goodness.
Celebrate the little things,
But
everyone.
We're still behind Army.
Oh, my
We're still
God.
behind Army.
Third
They're
and 6.
daring us to throw the ball right now. They're going to bail out of it? I don't think they're going to bail out of this.
End of the quarter. Quarter break. All right. Well, that was painful.
Losing to South Carolina after one.
That was
great.
painful. Anyways.
Hey, Emery's throwing the ball well downfield. We've been begging him to do it all year long.
All year long.
All year we've been begging him to throw the ball downfield.
Game 9 for him to do it
Hey.
after he got benched and came
I
back.
said earlier in this broadcast, I want to see improvement. That's improvement.
True.
Those are 2 excellent throws downfield.
Celebrate the little things. Anyways, I know we were talking about this earlier today, but you want to go ahead and explain what we think happened during the offseason and why the coaching staff kind of stayed the same?
I think Dan Mullen thought for sure he had an NFL job lined up. I think he thought he had the New York Jets job. He figured he was in it. And that's why after the Georgia game, that team just started looking flat. They had trouble scoring. They had trouble staying focused on drive-to-drive basis, even with Trask and Pitts and Tony. You go into LSU game, I think Mullen wasn't prepared. I think he was preparing in his mind for the Alabama game the next week, and he figured, you know what, we can go ahead and take care of this. So he was probably dealing with stuff behind the scenes. Sat Pitts, even though he was healthy. Pitts wasn't happy about it. Sat a couple other guys, even though they're healthy. We already know what Shue did out there, but he refuses to pull the captain arm off of him.
Oh,
and the next week in Alabama, he makes him a captain.
LSU had a
Right?
fake punt and a jump pass in the same drive for a touchdown. What is going on in that game? Anyway,
Alabama game, he decided, well, you know what? That sucks. That
He did
might
make-
have hurt us a little
he
bit.
did make
right?
Marco Wilson a captain.
Yes, he made him a
I
captain
remember
for the
that.
Alabama game.
Yep.
All right. Goes into the Alabama game. He's ready. He's got everything clicking. And it looked like it, except our defense was still awful. Right? Whatever. Bama game, figures we have a good enough showing. And he says, you know what? I'm out of here. You start hearing his name out there about Mullen talking about
New York
this and that,
Jets.
talking about this. He was asked specifically about an NFL job, and he said, I'm the head coach of the Florida Gators. You know, something like that where it's I'm not saying I don't want to be there, but this is where I am right now. And what I think happened is the Jets passed him over, and he said, that's all right. Somebody else will take me. And we just waited. And then you see the Oklahoma game where it looked like we didn't even show up. And he even said, oh, this 2020 season? No. That team's done. That basically him telling you, I'm not preparing for this game. We get absolutely embarrassed on the national stage. So now the shine's coming off even more from him. And he still figured he had a job. End of January comes around. He realizes he doesn't have a job. And he realizes all the defensive coordinators that I wanted are now gone. So I have to bring Grantham back. But he knows he needs to make a switch in the defensive back coaches. So he starts looking around to find other people. We start talking to T-Rob, right?
Yeah.
But he kept sitting on it. And it was, we were going to give T-Rob a co-defensive coordinator. But then Grantham said, no, I don't want to. And since Mullen knew he couldn't get a new defensive coordinator without promoting some position guy.
Because Urban Meyer already hired Charlie Strong, who wanted to come back to Gainesville last offseason as well.
Charlie Strong wanted to, right? Urban took him. We were talking about hiring Chris Ash. Urban took him too.
Safeties coach.
Because he was with Urban Meyer in Ohio State.
And he was previously at Texas last year.
Yep. And so now we're like, oh, crap. So we go to T-Rob, but Grantham says no. And now we're like, oh, really, really big time crap. Then we hear Christian Robinson's about to go to Michigan. And he says, oh, crap, I got to give him a raise. Now we're coming towards the beginning of February, and it's, well, who's available? Well, we hired Wesley McGriff, who we lucked into because Gus Malzahn got fired, and he was an excellent safeties coach. And then we say, well, we still need the cornerbacks coach, and you go hire the University of South Florida's cornerbacks coach, who's turned out to be not good for us this year. And so because he thought he had an NFL job, in my opinion, this is not backed up by anything out there, but this is what I think happened.
It's just what we think. We read between the lines.
He missed out on his DC, and by the time he missed out on his DC, he had to then do what his current DC wanted and was happy with, and never should have gotten to that point. He should have made a change. Even if he knew he was going to the NFL, he should have tried to make a change. But he was just lazy. You know, honestly, he was lazy. He thought he was out of there. That I'm convinced of it. I really am. I think he thought, after this offensive output I just put on there, I'm going to be able to get a job.
And you're absolutely right in saying whether he was going or not, he needed to make a change. Because, case in point, Kevin Steele, Auburn defensive coordinator last year. Gus Malzahn gets fired. So
Tennessee hires
like
him 10 days later.
And then 2 weeks later, Tennessee fired him because they hired a new coach. So, yes, you're absolutely right. Even if you're planning to leave, you make the changes that need to be made at that time, regardless on if you're planning to leave or not, because you are still the coach at that point in time. Just doing anything else is being lazy. And that's another reason why we just lost people like Shamar James, Julian Humphrey, Walter Nolan committed to Texas A&M today, and Evan Stewart looks like he's not even coming anywhere close to Florida because the fact that we should have had a lot of coaching turnover last year, and now that bled over to just a whole nother year, a whole nother recruiting cycle of these top players, knowing that these coaches aren't going to be staying their whole entire collegiate careers. Knowing that there's going to be a massive defensive overhaul change, maybe even an offensive overhaul change at Florida, because that should have been taken care of. Now it's just hurting another recruiting class because kids are smart nowadays, man. They're not going to want to commit to playing 4 or 5 years at a school who they don't know who's going to be coach. That's just recruiting. Something Mullen just doesn't put the effort into.
And we've already seen, like, he does not put an emphasis on recruiting, so he's not thinking that far ahead. And again, like, he's not a bad recruiter. Like, everyone keeps saying, oh, he's so terrible, he's so terrible. Like, he's probably one of the 15 best recruiting head coaches out there. It's just when you're in the SEC, that means you're the 6th or 7th best recruiting head coach in the SEC.
Yep.
And that's why you're sitting at 4-4 with not as much talent as you need. And that's why Kentucky keeps freaking beating you, because Mark Stoops is every bit as good as you are. He just can't pull the type of talent at Kentucky like you can in Florida.
Torrance is like the only guy I see on this team that has fight in him.
Dude, he plays hard every
He's the
single
chippiest person.
snap.
He's there everywhere. Even
Every
that one coverage
snap.
that we criticized, he was still near the ball. Like, he's our best defensive player right now.
Plays with intensity.
Plays with that relentless effort we hear from our head coach all the time.
Yeah, this stream is turning into a little bit of a bash job, but
it's warranted. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in 3 weeks,
building,
y'all.
man.
We've honestly been trying to refine our fandom at times. It's been hard for me to look up stuff about the Florida Gators over the last 3 weeks. We're terrible.
Like, honestly, we were in the middle of putting together 2 different videos.
Really were.
Where a lot of stuff's happened this last week where it completely blew up one of them. I mean, like, completely.
Yeah,
and
then
then the week
James
before,
and Julio decommitted.
And the week before, we were doing a
update.
recruiting update middle of the year, right after, or actually right before the Georgia game. It was a bye week. We were going to do it. And then our 2 best recruits decommit. And we start hearing all this other stuff about, Oh, by the way, y'all, there might be another decommit coming up real soon. So, don't freak out about it. Letting you know right now. Oh, my Lord. You give up a first down.
I know I may have said this
you
before.
You gave up
but
a first down on 3rd and 12. Third Grantham.
Third Grantham, everyone.
There it is.
I know I've said this before, but it is no coincidence that Will Muschamp's on the defensive staff at Georgia, and they have the best defense they've had in 20 years. No coincidence.
You got Kirby Smart and Will Muschamp on the same defense. Those are 2 of the 3 or 4 best defensive minds in all of college football for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, along with Nick Saban, and can you name me somebody else on their level? Because I can't. Oh, damn Torrance.
Oh, my goodness.
Guys, this is...
Torrance just got met with a bad
And by the way, has anybody read the Athletic article like I did where all the random coaches throughout the SEC on the defensive side of the ball, offensive side of the ball, we're talking about our Florida defense? Basically, every single one of them were saying they're soft. That's what they were all saying. They're soft. They don't make adjustments. They're soft.
That was a brutal stiff arm right there.
Guys, we're seeing it right here. This is a bad South Carolina team.
148 rush yards. This is their 3rd time touching the ball.
This is a bad South Carolina team. Like, bad.
They just
can't stress it enough.
They just did a tight end shovel pitch against Florida. We haven't even done that this year. Oh, I hate to see other teams take away the play that we became known for.
We've done that a couple times.
I can't even remember it. We've done it that rarely.
We threw a touchdown pass on one of them one time.
We didn't even do it that much last year, and we had Kyle Pitts last year.
Sure didn't.
I missed the shovel pass.
So you got the slot, 8 yards off the slot.
Hopper couldn't get through the line.
Still just running. He just ran right through Dexter again. Number 9.
Hopper shot the A gap, and it was a run to B gap that time.
It's the 2nd missed tackle for Jervon.
Soft.
They're soft, guys. They're soft. At this point, I don't care. I don't want to see a single one of our guys. Like, even Wesley McGriff, I'm a big advocate for it. Like, I want all, 6 of them gone? Your DC plus all your position coaches? That's 5. Nice. I want all 5 of them gone.
I'm over David Turner, too.
Yeah. David Turner, Christian Robinson,
Look at that.
Wesley McGriff, Jules Montaner.
Brent Cox, once again, 2 yards away from a quarterback.
He was putting pressure on him, though. He forced that play. Quarterback pressures are good. He forced that bad throw.
I don't even care.
I do.
I don't even
That's
care
important.
when it comes to him anymore.
I do. It's an important play.
Never gets a sack. He's always near the ball when the quarterback throws it. He never actually tackles the ball carrier. 35-yard attempt. Yes. Snap, hold, kick, good. 13-10. We're losing again.
They've scored all 3 possessions.
Oh, trust me. If I could have an ideal coaching staff, it would look very familiar to everyone. Mullen would be my OC. Urban would be my head coach. And Will Muschamp, not Charlie Strong, Will Muschamp would be my defensive coordinator. I would love for Will Muschamp to come back.
Urban comes in and says, get your butt up in the booth.
Dan, up to the tower. Up to the box, Dan. You're done. You're done. Special teams is my business now. Get Greg Knox out of here.
Oh, my goodness.
What about the recruit I visited? No, Jaden Gibson did not decommit, all right? He's a solid UF. He bleeds orange and blue.
I'm not going to ruin it for y'all because it's not a for sure thing right now, but I'm hearing some things.
Oh, man.
KJ3 doesn't even know about it.
Not yet. I'll learn today. Yeah, as long as y'all knew this type of stream was coming, then I'm not even going to apologize for it. Because this is just some stuff we need to get off our chest over here.
And for anyone that wants to say, oh, be a true fan. No, this is being a true fan.
This is being true fans.
If I wasn't a true fan, I wouldn't care enough to vent about it. All right?
Like I said, we've had a hard time getting as energetic about our Gators the last couple weeks because we are 4-4. Y'all, we're 4-4, and we're getting beat on the road again. We're not a good team. Bad teams deserve to be criticized, and that's all we're doing right now. We're criticizing our team because they're not good. They're not good. I've been sugarcoating it all year. We're just not a good football team. Getting run on is more humiliating to a defense than getting passed on them.
It's
Both
demoralizing.
Both hurt. Like last year, the A&M game. Long pass. But that didn't hurt as much as LSU this year. Oh my goodness.
We lost to a cartoon character, guys.
Getting run 16 times straight in 21 of the last 24 plays of the game.
Something like that, yeah.
That was death by. It's like being shot to the chest, one of the head, or death by 1,000 cuts. That was death by 1,000 cuts. The LSU game. Yes, I agree. More humiliating and more painful to get run all over, because that proves you're a soft team. If you get passed all over, that proves your secondary is crap. But getting run is a whole team effort. Rush defense is all 11 out there. You can get pressure on the quarterback and still give up 60-yard passes.
Because like when you give a 60
getting run on 16 straight times, that's a lack of character.
And another one is like a 60-yard pass is typically one guy wasn't doing what you're supposed to do in coverage.
Yep.
Like getting run on at 6 or 7 or 8 yards a clip is your entire front seven isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, we're passing. They can't pass. Or they're still passing. Never mind. We can't run. They can run. We can pass. They can pass too. Doesn't look good, everyone. Really doesn't. First and 10. Ball and 25.
Even though Emory's looked good, y'all, can you explain to me why we're not running the damn ball? We're the best running team in the entire SEC. And yeah, let's Malik Davis stretch
Look
run.
who it is. It's Malik Davis. It's not Damian Pierce.
I guess
Malik
they heard
Davis.
I guess they heard.
They sure did.
I'm sorry, Gator Nation. I'm sorry. I brought
Need
that
to be
one.
more specific next time. All right.
Run the ball forward.
With Damian Pierce. Need
No,
to be very
just
specific.
Run the ball forward. I don't care who it is. I really don't. Run the ball forward.
But South Carolina can get and develop a linebacker. We can't. Doesn't that feel great? Number 1 outside linebacker in the draft class. Second and 11.
All right, KJ3, we need to refocus some a little bit more positivity here. I'm getting tired of this bashing. It's going to be a really long game. We keep doing this.
Sure is. All right.
All right, I'm sorry. We're done at 10:58 in the second quarter. We're now going to be positive. At least till halftime.
That wasn't the only reason Urban Meyer came. Urban Meyer came because he knew he could win a championship here, and he won too.
And I think Urban
It
Meyer
wasn't just because we were loaded with Ron Sook's talent.
And I think Urban Meyer still would come back if this NFL thing doesn't work out.
Oh, please. I'd welcome him back with open arms.
Anyone that
Open
says, "Oh,
arms.
Urban Meyer is a no," don't start that. He gives you 2 natties and a Heisman. You take that every single time. If I told you he was going to end the exact same way.
Good defense.
Yeah, that was great defense.
I'm glad it was another target for
Burke
Burke
again.
though. Hey, look at that. 3 and out. I'm trying not to be negative. I'm not.
Hey, what do you know? Bama's up 14-7. All is right in the world again.
All is right in the world. Nick Saban's beating LSU.
Oh, Burke,
catch
you got to
that,
catch
Marcus.
that. Oh, that was through your
I
hands.
thought he got a hand on it. You just dropped it,
That
my
was
man.
not a good throw,
You
but
dropped it.
my man, that went through your hands. That was not a bad throw. It was behind him, absolutely. He should have thrown it out in front of him. What?
I
You
was
got
about
a
to
false
say,
start on a
Please don't
punt?
tell me we had a false start. Timeout, South Carolina. Okay. Go ahead. Waste it there.
Okay, guys.
We are about to be 4 and 5. Hardwired. I'm keeping the faith until the clock goes 0-0. All right? Keeping the faith. You would hate to see me when I tried to be negative. Yeah, they're called post-game rants.
Oh, trust me, he gets a lot worse than that, y'all. That's him being nice when he's being angry.
He's right.
That's him being nice and not wanting to get completely suspended off of YouTube when he's angry. That's all
That's
that
me
is.
that's me filtering myself, all right? Because I'm on camera.
Mhm.
If I'm off camera, I promise you, I'm not that censored. But yeah. Yeah. That LSU, I'm telling you what, y'all. You should be glad that was only a less than 10-minute video clip. Because I was mad all week long after that LSU game. I really was. I hate losing to that team. I can't stand it. I was more upset losing to them than I was to Georgia this year.
Like, we expected to lose to Georgia.
Yeah,
Be real.
Sure did.
We expected to lose to Georgia. They were the number 1 team in the country, okay? We were unranked. If you expected us to win that game,
I'm sorry.
you're not in reality.
I'm
like,
sorry.
you were probably incredibly upset.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see it too. Anthony, I completely agree with you. In all 4 phases of the game were not good. Offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. I agree 100%, man. Great comment. It really is all 4. Defense, we're probably the best when it comes to defense this year.
I don't know.
That's horrible to think.
What's the worst? Special teams. Not even close. Okay, 3 phases
what's
of the game.
The best?
Oh, best?
We're probably best on defense.
Running. We're a really good running team.
Our running backs coach won't even put the best running back in the game. What do you mean?
Hey, positive. Positive.
Ugh.
You said, what are we doing best? I was trying to be positive.
Trying to be positive.
Trying to be positive here.
I'm not even sugarcoating things anymore, all right?
Come on here, y'all.
You're forgetting the 5th phase of the game, recruiting.
No, that's the 4th phase. And that's in the offseason, guys. That's recruiting season.
Don't worry. It's not time to worry about recruiting. We still got another 4 weeks before we can worry about recruiting.
Guys, we worry about recruiting in recruiting season, okay?
This isn't recruiting season. This is football season.
This is the regular season. We're not in recruiting season.
Oh my gosh.
Those jokes have been so relentless all
I can't
week
believe
long.
you said that.
God, no. He's never been a good guy in the press conference.
Don't worry
But
about
goodness, man.
Don't worry about recruiting in this recruiting season.
No, he said we'll deal with recruiting in recruiting season. I think that's what he said.
Oh
No, is we'll get to recruiting in recruiting season. That's what he said.
I just gosh. What were you thinking, Mullen?
He wasn't.
I know what you were trying to think. Oh, bro, you piss off the media way too much to be cutting jokes like that.
Gosh.
Alyssa Lang, I know her. That's the girl that interviewed me after the Georgia game in 2017 for the Jacksonville News.
So you brought this evil on us,
sure
Ricky
did.
Bobby. You brought this evil on us,
I'm
Ricky
so
Bobby.
sorry.
If I had a clip of that, we'd post it on YouTube just so Gator Nation can see that KJ3 here decided he called for Mullen.
Said I wanted Dan
And the
Mullen.
University of Florida Gators listened to him.
Sure did. Thanks,
Oh,
Scott.
my goodness. Who was that in the defense?
Torrance.
Torrent. I told you, deep pass coverage, man. That's his weakness. Deep coverage. This is unbelievable. A quarterback who can't throw the ball just threw a 50-yard bomb on us.
Torrance still almost got the ball free.
Yeah, but he's way behind. You can't.
Where was Elam?
Yeah, where was Elam?
Where was Elam there?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whose fault that was because Elam was nowhere near him.
He's the safety made a play on the ball. Where's the corner? Hey, y'all. Remember when we started Skylar Morning Wake Up in Columbus?
Guys,
Oh,
like,
my
honestly,
God.
all right, I really didn't think we were going to get to this in this game. I really didn't. But would it be the worst thing in the world for us to lose to South Carolina?
No. It wouldn't, because it would make coaching decisions that much more apparent that they need to be made.
Like, would it really be bad if we lost to South Carolina and Florida State, go 6-6? Or heaven forbid we lose to Missouri too, we go 5-7?
Oh, you really think we're going to beat Missouri in Sanford? Then
We'll beat Sanford.
are you sure? I thought we beat
I
Georgia
don't
Southern.
even know what they're reviewing. He definitely caught
I
that.
thought we beat Georgia Southern. Okay.
He definitely caught that ball. That was actually a really good catch because Torrance put a nice
I
little lick
told
on
you
it.
he got to the ball.
That ball doesn't move. I don't know what they're looking at.
That was clearly a catch. He even comes down.
He's
with
got.
the
The boys upstairs are trying to finally give Florida a call this year, it looks like.
The ball does move.
I still think he's got control of it the whole time.
I think he has control of it too.
The ball can move as long as he's maintained control.
I think he had possession the whole time.
The boys up top are finally like, hey guys, Florida needs some help here.
Imagine losing to Shane Beamer. Yeah, I can. We lost to Georgia Southern. I can imagine losing to everyone after Georgia Southern beats you.
No, guys, that was 2 regimes ago, all right?
It was 8 years ago, but I will never forget.
Speaking of gold mining, according to our head coach, they were a tough team to defend.
They were a tough team to defend.
Verbatim.
Will Muschamp.
Verbatim. They were a tough team to defend. That was his post-game quote.
They're a
Georgia Southern,
team to
who
defend.
threw 3 passes
for 0 yards,
zero
of them,
completions, said they were a tough team to defend. They ran a triple option. Said they were a tough team to defend.
A triple option team was a tough team to defend.
I'm telling you, this is the gold mining we started doing with Will Muschamp. Here comes a pass. Yep. Oh my gosh, he fumbled it. Please pick the ball. Get the ball.
I guarantee that's Brenton Cox.
No, Cox wouldn't be that far in the backfield.
Cox wouldn't be that far in the backfield.
I'm sorry. Cox
no, you're exactly right. Cox is on the sideline. Of course he's not in the backfield.
They tried to give it back to us. Moon just didn't take a good angle to it.
No. Sure as heck tried.
Oh, goodness. Guys.
I appreciate that. You're right. You're right. Brenton Cox wouldn't have been close to the ball.
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying.
This is us trying to be nice, okay? We're just having fun, and we're trying to be nice, but we want to have fun.
I've been telling KJ3 here, man. Like, if you don't laugh at it, it's going to drive you absolutely insane.
There's a wide pancake on the ground.
Wide open.
That had to have been That had to have been number 1.
By the way, that was Amari Burney that time.
It was 33. Princely, you got pancaked.
Hey, I was calling for Princely. You know what? There he was.
Sheesh.
All right, Diabate.
Diabate.
You're in zone defense. You can't let a guy run right through your zone.
I'm so over having 11 as my middle linebacker.
He's a buck. Stop making him a linebacker.
Apparently he's the Mike this year. 3rd and 8.
You just give up a 13-yard uncontested. And now we're going to let him scramble for a first down.
That was Elam with the bad pursuit.
Look at this.
Look at this. Elam. That was all Elam, man. I watched that.
Guys, this quarterback can't throw the ball 30 yards. Did you see that dying quail of a pass in the air?
Watch the replay. Kyrie Elam should have had a free lane to the running back, but he decides to stupidly take a step into his own man, into a block.
Oh, my God, we're losing this game.
We're going to lose this game.
We're going to lose
Watch
this game.
Elam right here. What are you doing, 5?
Oh, he's blitzing. That's his job.
No, even Diabate is yelling at him, saying, I took the blocker. Why did Elam decide to take a step in? That should have been free lane at the quarterback. He slowed down himself. Elam should have had a sack. Instead, it's blown coverage, touchdown.
But where's the safety? Like, where's Torrance?
I don't know. I would love to know where Dean or Torrance was on that one.
Guys, do you realize I'm sitting here trying to think what the final score of the Vanderbilt game was. I think they only scored 21 points against Vanderbilt. And they literally needed a last-second touchdown to win that game. We're down by 10.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, Ben. I really love watching your cousin play football.
Who's his big cousin?
Torrance.
Wow. All right, here you go. Are you ready?
What is happening? You're still surprised?
Ready? Here comes my response to that. Check your phone. Check your phone. It's coming. It's taking forever to send. It should be coming. There it goes.
Raise the white flag.
Just show it to YouTube. This is my response.
Y'all, we're done. White flag.
Raise the white flag, everybody.
We're all done. Hoist the colors. Hoist the colors.
We're surrendering.
Oh, wow.
We're done here. Okay?
Hoist the colors, y'all. We give up.
Oh,
We give up.
Lord. I've tried to be so positive with this team. I don't even care if they come back and win this game. The fact that they're down by 10 points to this crappy
I'm
South
not
Carolina
surprised. I'm not mad because I'm not surprised,
team.
everyone.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not upset because I am not at all shocked by what is happening. We're a soft team. This is how soft teams play against teams that aren't soft with a similar record. Oh, we needed that white flag at halftime, B-Bean.
We got a white flag at the beginning of the game.
Sure did.
Oh, goodness.
I don't even want to play a bowl game at this point. I really don't. Really don't. We don't deserve to be a bowl team. We don't. We're terrible.
These are so funny. I'm going to say these are just so funny.
Waving a flag and not a lighter for Tom Petty.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
These are so good.
Anthony, I agree 100%, man. Another tug of war speech at halftime. Wow,
No.
man.
No. It's not tug of war, guys. It's thumb wrestling. Get it right.
Oh, sorry. He's going to thumb wrestle you in halftime.
First is thumb
He's that
wrestling,
competitive, remember?
And then after the game, he's going to talk about holding the rope.
Holding the rope.
He never even once says tug of war. He just says hold the rope.
Hold the rope, y'all.
Remember, you can drag him around by his face if you want, but he won't let go of it. Well, Dan, if this is you not letting go of the rope, please let go of the
Just
rope.
let go of the rope.
Just let go of the rope.
You're
All
dead
right.
weight. You're not doing anything. You're just holding on to the rope. You're dead weight. Let go of the rope. Ah. You do it to yourself, Mullen. You give no slack when it comes to the media and fans in your press conferences. 20-10. 8:02 left in the half. Blake Davis is returning kicks now. I mean, why isn't Finley Graham? Why is Finley Graham not returning kicks? I'm pretty sure we recruited him to be like a kick returner.
It's literally the only job. We recruited him as a punt returner, Finley Graham. He's actually having a really good game, Emery. Like, for real. He's having a really good game.
Number 5.
And we're still down by 10.
Mullen has checked out games ago. That's not far off. Look at that. It's actually Pierce. Still hasn't gotten a carry. Damian Pierce still hasn't run the freaking ball, man. It's pretty bad that the worst player on the team isn't even number 5 right now. Oh my gosh, Damian Pierce runs. And guess what? He gets 6-7 yards. Maybe we should do that a little bit more often.
The ball.
Let him eat.
You're so good. Oh,
3rd and 4.
Come on, Gators. Get a first down, please. I'm about to start ignoring this game if we don't get a first down.
About to. I already have fans checking out of the stream, man.
Can't check out till halftime, Gator Nation. God, threw it to the wrong guy. Nice catch. Shorter again.
This is a palm smack first down. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, my gosh. Even when we have first downs, it's not fun to watch. First and 10. What?
There you go, Cope.
Go, Cope.
Get a block. Wow, you got 2 yards out of that?
2 yards out of reverse jet sweep.
Hey, positive yards.
Second and 8. Come on, Gators. Can we just keep it to one score? Just keep it to one score at halftime, man. We haven't stopped them from scoring yet. Oh my gosh.
Guys, we're letting a bad South Carolina team take it to us on offense and defense.
Smart play just wasn't there. Like, smart decision with the ball 5. It was never there. So you just go north, get as many as you can. 3rd and 10. Wait, this means it's 3rd and Grantham, right? Oh, that doesn't work for us.
You gotta Still not rolling up the pocket or anything. I mean, they're just squatting all over these routes, man.
Look down, got a punt.
You gotta look at this.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Look at your phone. That's what you need to do.
Oh, come on, man.
That's so pass interference. Come on,
That's
guys.
a flag, ref.
I'm not even upset that he didn't call it.
It's a flag, ref. Oh, man.
Oh, they're so good.
Crazy with the SpongeBob memes right now. Oh, Lord. Wow, that's
gosh.
good. That's good. That's good.
Mullen trying to call plays.
Oh my gosh, man. Wow.
Oh.
When is it basketball season? I think this week, right?
Guys, it's like one more week till basketball season. Then we get to root for Mike White.
Hashtag fire Mike White. Like, for real. Where are we at, Gator Nation? Can you believe 14 years ago we won a football title and back-to-back basketball titles, then another football title, and we had a Heisman Trophy. Golly, that was the best years of my life. Mullen is singing Tom Petty. Hey, baby, give me an easy way out.
That's good.
Oh, that was good. Oh. Gee. Yeah, guys. It's all in good fun. Like, we're all Gator fans here. You don't have to question anyone's fanhood. We're all fans. Honestly, it's at the point to where you gotta. I keep saying find enjoyment in the little things. What I mean by that is, like, we have nothing to play for in this game. Just have fun. Just have fun. Like, win or lose, beating South Carolina does us nothing. Not on the recruiting trail. Not on trying to figure out who's going to stick around next year. We all have our minds made up. Winning this game does nothing for us. Just enjoy it. It's a 10-point deficit right now. Have fun with it, all right? Like, you can't do anything from your couch to help this team. The coaching staff can't even help this team. I'm done worrying about it. Just please beat that stupid clown school. Please. It's all I want the rest of this year is a victory versus FSU. Somebody getting fired tonight if we lose this game?
No.
I mean,
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I would love for Scott Strickland to pull a tarmac and fire Lane Kiffin and fire Dan Mullen like Lane Kiffin was fired at USC. It's just not going to happen.
Scott Strickland's the same guy who just gave an extension to the women's basketball coach who was racist and abusing his female players.
Ooh,
and Strickland knew about it and still extended the man.
He was sexist, too. Like, when
racist, sexist, and he was abusing them.
When it came for some players on that team being homosexual, he put them in corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam Newbauer.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
So this is the same athletic director that you think is going to make a good decision with his head football coach. because he's not good at his job. Oh, not to mention Cam Newbauer was an awful coach
Carter!
record-wise.
But
He was terrible.
T for L for Zach Carter. I mean, he ran right into you, but you tackled him. Remember when he was looking like a really good player? Couple games in, 4 games in, Bama game. Where'd Zach Carter go?
He's on pace to break the single-season sack record.
Yeah, at one point. Encroachment.
Gosh. Trust me, these memes are not done.
Has Dan lost the locker room?
Yes.
Or is this just coaching?
No, he's lost the locker room. This is a team that's given up on this season. They're not playing hard. They're all over the place. It just look at them, guys. Like, they're not focused. It's pretty easy to see a team that's not focused, and that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, because, I mean, with Carter, I know the NFL draft's coming up, and Carter and Elam are going to go highly. But when Carter and Elam both have to be saying personal responses on, no, I'm still going to be a Gator this year. I'm going to play my best in the orange and blue, yada, 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 yada. A well-coached team doesn't need their best players to be saying that because they show that. And, Brian, we have a saying. What's the saying?
About what?
You got to tell me.
No, if you got to tell me what you are, you ain't.
You got to tell me. If you got to tell me that you still care, it's because the team don't care. You may still personally care, but you're looking out for yourself.
Like, just think about it, guys. If someone sits there and tells you all the time, hey, man, I'm a funny guy. I'm a funny guy. I'm a funny guy. You're probably not very funny, right? Because if you have to tell someone else how funny you are, you're not funny. It's the same thing. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Well, no. Because if you are a nice guy, you shouldn't have to say it. It's obvious.
It's like me saying I'm a high school kicker. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, I can kick the ball 75 yards. No problem.
Yeah,
every time. And I say that to you 100 times, but never once show you with my foot that I can actually make a field goal from that range. It's because I'm not as good as I say I am. You got to tell me you ain't.
You got to tell me what you are. You ain't. Once again, where's the linebacker? He just throws the ball to a tight end and he runs for 18 yards. It's just, guys, we're going to give up 50 in this game. They're going to score a touchdown here. They got 27 at the half. I don't know how many times they've scored 27 points in the game total.
They just telegraphed our corner blitz. Did you actually have a deflected pass, Brenton?
Cox has not played poorly in this game. He really hasn't.
I look at him too hard and just I
try to
never
go
see
game
him
by
there.
game,
I never see him making a play ever.
I try to go game by game with the players. You know, like a little bit of your bias seeps in from game to game to game, but I try to just beginning of the game give you a blank slate.
I noticed trends. If you're still doing the same thing you were doing week 3,
that's what I like with quarterback play.
Because that's who you are.
You know, like I've actually seen Emery improve in this game.
I have to.
But we're just not running the ball now. You know,
it's like Malik Davis has like 2-3 carries for nothing. Damian Pierce has 1 carry for 7 yards, and he broke through 2 arm tackles.
This is going to be a horse collar tackle on Zach Carter, even though he had a TFL.
First play of the scrimmage.
What are they going to call a face mask? It looked like a horse collar to me.
2 first downs later, 15-yard penalty.
He grabbed something. It was either the side of his face mask or the horse collar. But whatever it was,
either way,
it's automatic first down.
Face mask.
Again, you do a 2-yard tackle for loss and you still give him a first down. It's just, guys.
This defensive line play is absolutely atrocious. Yep. Good call, ref.
I saw that one at the very end.
Good call, ref.
Yeah, that's definitely a face mask. Oh, no, that wasn't a horse collar. That was a face mask, though. I missed that
field goal
live.
range now, everyone.
I missed that live.
Ball on the 30. 2:42 left.
But just like what we're talking about, guys, look at the defense just walking around, right? They're not talking to each other. They're not engaged. They're not looking to the sideline to figure out what the play is. Look. Oh, all right, so never mind. You got officials. But just watch them when they're walking up to the line of scrimmage. They're just sort of like, okay, I guess this is where I'm lying. All right, this is the play.
All right. Yeah.
As opposed to watch South Carolina when they line up on defense.
I'm a corner blitz. Okay, I guess I'll give it away 3 seconds before the snap.
No, seriously, like when South Carolina goes on defense next, watch how quickly, watch how engaged, watch how alert they look in their body stances and saying, okay, I'm ready. And look at our defense. They're walking around.
It's only 9-3.
Yeah.
3 of 11, 17, and that looks like our stats.
Washington got a safety in that game.
Oh, look at that.
Nice hit.
More downfield running.
That Perkins again?
Yeah.
Good hit, Perkins. Get body too.
We ain't got nothing to play for this season.
Look at this.
Except for beating that clown school.
First 3 quarters versus A&M, 15 yards. First half, 312.
Most in the first half this season. Playing Florida will do that for you.
I told you, they're not a good team. I don't know if they've scored 27 points in a game this year that's actual, real Power 5 competition.
Playing Florida will do that for your stats.
They're awful. They really, truly are. They're an awful team. Then what's that make us?
God awful. We just had 7 people conform on the tackle, and they still got positive yards out of it.
Why? Because your guys aren't driving their legs to move them backwards. You're just standing them up. That's effort.
That's just wanting it more.
That's effort. South Carolina sees an opportunity saying, guys, if we go up by 17 points, they're going to quit.
We've been cursed ever since number 3 threw the shoe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right.
He's 4-7 since that game.
You're right.
Mullen is 4-7 as a head coach since that game.
Shoe Wilson.
He was, let's see. He had 6 losses before that. However many wins and 6 losses. Ever since then, he's had 4-7. Let's see. He had 10 wins first year, 11 wins second year. That's 21. Up till that game, I think we were 8-1. Yeah, because we lost 3 straight. So that's 20. So we were 29-6.
Britton, that's you again?
Tony, I thought he's had a pretty decent game here. So we were 29-6 before shoe toss, and we're 4-7 since.
4-7 since Marco threw a shoe.
Wasn't. Yeah, it was Cox. Number 1.
Was.
Sure was. He's having a good game. Is it just me, or is he normally line up as right defensive end? He's at left defensive end today.
He always swat. It's more like a weak side, strong side than him and Carter do.
He should be weak side. But typically, he lines up right defensive end.
Snap, hold, kick.
He missed it.
Good again.
Nope, went right down. Thought he hooked it. But it went
4
in.
yards, and we're down. Oh, we're down 13 now, everyone.
Well, YouTube, you got any questions for me? I'm leaving here at halftime.
Yeah.
So, you got any questions? Fire away, man. I'll answer until I leave.
Don't know what to say.
But our plan for sure this week is to get a couple videos out there, so pay attention to the stream. We are
sub to the channel, man.
We are
give me
close
a thumbs up
to
if you like this
publishing
video.
one right now. So
yeah. There's a lot to talk about, and then there's just not much to talk about when it comes to this team. And a lot to talk about. So a lot of stuff that we've covered already, and we'll hit on it again this week. But mainly coaches, who we want gone, who we want to stay. Not many of them, but honestly, it's about coaching, because that's what this team is, man. This is such a poorly coached team that all the blame is on the coaches. It's just where it's at. This team's talented enough to not be 4-4.
I say this KJ3 all
We
the
haven't
time,
got hit
guys.
with injuries hard this year. We really haven't.
What's the main job of the head coach?
Motivate the team and get them prepared week in, week out to play on Saturdays.
Get them prepared to play and have a winning game plan. If your team doesn't execute the game plan, that's not always your fault.
Last week, they were crapping on us for having a small logo in the infield. This week, it's not even halftime. They're eating pizza.
Yeah, they're just hanging out with the pizza, bro.
It's not even halftime, and they're eating pizza.
But I say this over and over and over. Nick Saban is defensive coach, right? Nick Saban is known as coaching defensive backs, right? But does Nick Saban's teams ever show up looking like our team does? It has nothing, and this has nothing to do with talent, y'all. We can have a bunch of 3-stars out there throughout the entire roster, and if you play hard, you look like Kentucky. All right? Kentucky has some 4-stars, no 5-stars, and vast majority of their team is 3-stars. But what do? They play hard, they know what they're going to do, they have an identity, and they go to it. What is this team's identity? And really, if you want to go back to the 4 and 7,
he's having a pretty good game. He's been 2 of 7 for 12 yards.
Thanks for listening, Emery.
5. Appreciate
but
it.
Still,
5.
It's like, what's the identity? Are we a throwing team? Are we a running team? Are we a stretch run team? Are we a power run team? Are we a bubble screen, stretch the ball sideways to side? Like, are we? What are we? We have mobile quarterbacks, and the only time he gets out of the pocket is when he's scrambling for his life, and he fumbled the ball.
Jesus.
He fumbled the ball. He's gone.
You know what? I was thinking
this is
it.
over.
I really was thinking
Guys,
it.
we're getting
But
blown
this goes
out.
back to what I said last week. Man, I just hope South Carolina doesn't score again before the half.
Guys, I'm telling you, someone had asked earlier, is there a coaching change after this game? And we said no. You lose by 30 to South Carolina? There might be. There might be. This is pathetic.
This is horrible.
This is utterly pathetic.
I think I may drink on stream for the first time ever.
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what we're watching here. Guys, this is a team that's quit. This team has quit. And when a team quits means your coach doesn't have the team anymore. And when that happens, firing does not follow a long time afterwards. It typically is fairly quick. He's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
I can see it.
I can't tell you how many times we've said this. This is an awful South Carolina team. They are awful. Was his knee on the ground?
Nope. That's a scoop score.
Offensive line getting whipped.
Two of 11, 12 yards, and a fumble. Ever since you said he's actually having a pretty good game.
It's 2 of 7.
Or 2 of 7. 12 yards and a fumble.
Well, guys, he hasn't thrown an interception, but there's his turnover.
Not yet.
Like he's good for a turnover every single game. I told you that's his floor. He's had one game he hadn't had a turnover all year long. One.
And yeah, someone said this is a 1-win SEC team we're playing. Y'all, we're a 2-win. And that's Tennessee and Vanderbilt.
Guys,
we're not much better.
Their only win was Vanderbilt. I've already said this. They beat them by 1 point on a last-second touchdown at home. That was their only SEC win this year.
Anyone who says they didn't see this coming isn't a realistic
They
fan.
barely beat East Carolina this year.
You're not a realistic fan if you didn't see this coming. I saw it coming.
They got
not bad.
drug by A&M and Georgia. To the point where their head coach after the game was literally like praising the crap out of Georgia's 5-star, saying they've got like 100 5-stars out there. I mean, they have a defensive lineman who runs faster than any player on my team. Talking about Jordan Davis.
Oh, I was making fun of Beamer so hard after that, but now he's going to beat us.
This is so embarrassing.
I'm not even embarrassed anymore.
Oh, I am. Because you know what? I figured this team would at least show something. I wasn't expecting 100% effort. I was expecting something.
At this point,
This is nothing.
I just want Mullen to leave.
I don't think you're going to find that very hard at the end of the year. I think he might leave on his own at this point. It's pretty blatantly obvious what's going on with this team right now.
Lee Davis just making something out of nothing right there.
This team
Literally, we just let the ball bounce on the 8 because we thought it was going to go to the end zone. It stopped on the 5, and Davis picked it up and ran 40 yards that way.
This team,
we just got lucky right there.
This team
Poorly coached special teams, and we just caught a break.
They're cooked. They're done. Like, seriously, stick a fork in them. This is over. I don't even care if they come back and win this game. Like, I've seen enough. This team's done. This team, they're done.
Bean, what happened? We realized we are the 2021 Florida Gators team. That's what happened.
This is 2017 all over again, guys. We might not win another game all year long, except Samford.
I hope we beat Florida State.
We won't. Okay, playing like this, we won't. This team probably will be so far gone by the time you get to the Florida State game, you're going to have people sitting out because they don't want to play. Look at them scrambling out of bounds. You're down by 20. Throw the ball downfield.
Would have been nice if we went for points against Kentucky, right?
Now I get to go get on my motorcycle and ride home in the 50-degree weather, knowing our team's getting their butts kicked.
Yeah, it's cold here in Orlando today. Where's the temperature at for everyone else?
And it's a long ride home, y'all. 54 degrees out right now.
Running with Malik Davis.
I tried to be positive, Florida. Took it out of me. Tried. I really did.
Scuba Score would do that.
I really did. And by the way, we haven't even mentioned it once yet. Anthony Richardson is healthy for this game.
Yeah, he's healthy. He's just not going to play because he got a concussion last week.
He practiced Wednesday and Thursday. Full go. No restrictions.
Well, I'm glad we're not going to let him score again before halftime.
He practices a full go with no restrictions, y'all. And we brought him. He's there. He was warming up pregame.
Doing backflips, I'm sure.
Have fun with this slaughter.
Yeah.
I'll give you a call.
Later. Yeah. I mean, we're down 20 at halftime. I don't even know what to say anymore, y'all. Like, I really don't. I've kind of said everything. I'm just repeating myself, it feels like. We're just 3-0 lead in halftime, man. He's not going to lose this game. I said a while ago we're going to lose. Oh, I agree with you, Anthony. Trust me, I do. Like, y'all can go back. Y'all, you've watched pretty much every single game. Most of you guys have watched them all on here. The happiest I was this year was when Anthony Richardson was driving the field in Death Valley against LSU. That's the only time I've had a smile on my face when it came to this offense and this football team. They're terrible. We're so bad. It's past embarrassing. It's at the point to where you just don't care. You just don't care. You don't care to make yourself that mad and that upset because, like, you know this is going to happen. I'm not mad right now. I'm embarrassed, yeah. But, man, I had a feeling this was going to happen coming into this game. I was telling my brother before the game started, we were going over warm-ups and what Thomas Goldcamp and Nick De La Torre and David Waters and the people that do podcasts and are insider analysts were tweeting before this game. Yeah, whole entire team's coming out doing separate drills, not practicing as a team, not stretching as a team. A lot of the people still in the locker room. It's like, I knew right then and there, it's like this team's still not focused, not prepared, not taking the team that they're about to play as seriously as they should. And it's showing. Once again, it's showing. What did you expect from this team? Honestly, we're an 18-point favorite. You're kidding me. I hope everyone out there bet the other way. Take the points. There's no way in heck we're going to hang with this team. LSU fake punt to a jump pass, like. We are the worst 4-4 team in the SEC. Alabama, everyone. Honestly, the Band-Aid was ripped off at the Alabama game. We were hiding a lot of things pre-Bama. A lot of things became exposed. And then I honestly put the majority of the blame not just on coaching, but on quarterback number 5, Emory Jones. Like it's like Mullen put all his eggs into Emory Jones' basket, and then Emory just never turned out the way he wanted. Which is why he was so hesitant to switch to Richardson. Why he decided to throw Richardson out during Georgia, and why again right now he's going with Emory and not Anthony. The season's on the line. His seat is hotter than it's ever been before in his head coaching tenure. And he's trying to go with the guy that he thinks can work rather than the guy that everyone hopes will be the guy, will be the potential number 1 overall pick in a couple years. Because he's got the potential, he's got the ceiling for it. But Dan just is stubborn and stuck his own ways, however you want to say it, because it's been said every way. But it ultimately just comes down to this. He's not the right guy for the job anymore. He's just not, which is why I want him gone. Like, I'm not going to say fire him, but holy crap. If we lose by 4 touchdowns or more against South Carolina on the road, bringing our road SEC total to 0-3 on the year, he's definitely gone to season's end. He may be gone before. I don't think he'll get fired before the season's over, but I can see it happening now. You just got throttled by your rival and by a team the same record as you, and you haven't won an SEC. You haven't won any road game this year except for South Florida. And that was in an NFL stadium in Raymond James. You haven't won a game this year in 3 tries on an SEC road team, or you being the road team playing on the road in the SEC. $12 million is his buyout. $12 million. I've seen all I need to see from Dan Mullen. 4 years ago, man, really, really thought he was the guy. He just needs a better program, and it'll take off. Then even last year, oh man, was that offense fun to watch. He could just get the defense figured out. We're a playoff team, right? And this year it's just, what's good? What are we good at? It's like my brother said, what's our identity? We're a running team. We like to run. Okay. Well, are we better at wide receiver screen passes? Wide receiver jet sweeps? Inside zone, outside zone, counters, power runs. What are we good at? I can't narrow it down. And we're 9 games in, and I can't figure out what the University of Florida is good at doing. Because we're not good at doing anything. Not anything specific. We're a good rushing team in general, but you can't even narrow down on what we like to do, what we're good at. No, we try to do a little bit of everything. And we just think, oh, well, if that works, then we're going to go with that. The rest, we don't even do that, man. Like, what are we doing? You have, 3 or 4 runs in the first half? Dameon Pierce has 1, despite him being clearly the best running back on the team right now, running it. We're great at being inconsistent, Amazement. We're great at that. We're relentlessly mediocre. Yeah, no, basketball season. Can't wait. Crowd's back. Rowdy Reptiles. Oh, can't wait. Coach K's last season at Duke. Oh, can't wait. But yeah, as far as this football team, the only thing I care about, just please, for everything that's right in the world, just beat that stupid clown school so I can at least brag about something in the offseason. Because beating Tennessee every year, that ain't even brag worthy anymore. Yeah, Mike White, like, ugh, Mike White, so frustrating. It's and I honestly put that on administration. Like, Mike White's a good enough recruiter. He's a good enough coach, but like we remember how great 2006 and 2008 was. We won 2 titles in both the major sports. Like, there's nothing better than that. And now everyone wants us to be that. They want that to be the Gator standard. But like, even look in basketball, Billy Donovan before that 2006 team had trouble getting out of the Sweet 16. Really did. Every now and then didn't make the tournament. That's what we have right now. Someone who's good enough at recruiting, good enough game planner to get your team where they want to be every year. Right now, it looks like our admin's happy making the NCAA tournament 3 out of every 4 years. Kind of similar. I don't think Donovan missed it as many times as Mike White has. But Billy didn't make the NCAA tournament every year before 2006. That's where we like to be when it comes to basketball. So that's why Mike White's still the coach, because he's a good enough recruiter, and he'll get you to the Elite Eight every now and then. And that's good enough for us. For some reason, it's good enough for us. I was like 7 guys last season. Honestly, it's because of him. We need to fill a roster transfers. You have too many guys. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, I won't lie, I haven't followed Florida basketball as much as I should have the last couple of years. But yeah, I agree with that. Like, talent left. We need talent to take over, and we look like we have a halfway decent team this year. We really do. And then we also just got a couple recruits as well. We got one big name recruit. But yeah, Mike White, that's just where our administration appears to like our basketball program to be at, is win the SEC every 5 years, compete with Kentucky, make the tournament 3 out of every 4, and recruit good enough to be mid-level towards the top in SEC recruiting when it comes to basketball. That's what Mike White is. Donovan just put together an amazing class and wrote it for 2 titles. Like, not saying he's not a great coach. I love Billy D. Oh, I love him so much, but that's just where it was. I don't see us winning a game the rest of the season. Probably no bowl game either. Like, at this point, as a fan, I want to make the bowl game, but I don't want to watch this team any more games than I need to this year. Just being honest with y'all. I'm not having fun watching these games anymore. I'm just not. It's not fun. It's horrible. It's miserable. It's painful. I love watching with y'all, but man, this is just painful, man. It's not fun. I'm serious when I said to my brother, you really think we're going to beat Missouri? I just hope we beat Florida State. I don't even care about beating Missouri. We could be 4-7 and beat that clown school, and I'll be like, okay, whatever. End of the year. It's the end of the year. At least something went right. We beat the clown school. Just please beat Florida State. Please. We usually lose to FSU in basketball. Like, FSU is a good ACC basketball team. We usually lose to them. I don't even care if we lose in basketball. Just please win in football. Please. I'm begging you. God, just beat that clown school, man. That's all I care about. Yeah, that's when Ron Zook got fired. Wasn't a good year. Wasn't a good year at all. Mostly got fired because, one, we don't lose to Mississippi State. And 2, we don't lose to Mississippi State. We just don't. We don't. And Ron Zook lost to them while on the hot seat. That's kind of like South Carolina here. We don't usually lose to them, and we look like crap right now. If there was a game that, I'm not even going to say turned up the heat, because the heat's already in inferno under Dan Mullen right now, but if there was a game to get fired after, this is just another game on the schedule that you just had no business in losing, much like Kentucky, much like LSU, and now South Carolina. Hey, look at that. All 3 of our road games, we had no business losing, and we're going to lose them all. If your head coach in the SEC can't win a road game against lesser opponents, what are you doing being the head coach? Anthony, I think we would all like to see passion in tight games and good showings, but we're just not going to get that from this team. The sooner everyone understands that, the more fun you'll have in just watching the game and not caring. I hate feeling apathetic about my team. I do, but man, I need to start worrying about my own health before I just let it ruin every single Saturday this year. I'm just not. Like, I'm over letting it ruin my days, ruining my weekends, getting so mad that my blood's boiling for hours on end. I'm over that. I know what to expect from this squad. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. This result is exactly what they've been doing all year long. Why should we expect any different? We would be insane to. I don't care what this team was in week 3 when they barely almost beat Alabama, barely lost to them. Yeah, that was 2 months ago, man. That ain't this team. FSU was 0-4 and looking like they weren't going to make a bowl. Guess what? They're 500 team now. Just facts, man. This is looking like a halfway decent game. Just thank goodness we beat Tennessee, kept that streak alive. Thank goodness we didn't get shut out against Georgia, kept that streak alive, and just please beat FSU. That's the season in a nutshell. I heard this over the last couple weeks. The best win on our schedule is a close loss to Alabama. How embarrassing is that? Oh, Florida FSU this year would be a toilet bowl. Oh, man. Xavier, let me go ahead and comment on that. I used to think Dan was the man too. I used to think, man, if he could just get the right people, if he could just get the right coaches, guess what? He's not. He can't recruit, can't surround himself with a good enough recruiting staff, and he just isn't very good at preparing his team to beat the teams he should beat. He's very good at preparing his team to play hard against elite opponents. But it's the games in between, especially if you don't beat the top opponents. Like Gus Malzahn beat Nick Saban 3 times while at Auburn and still got fired last year. Why? Inconsistent coach. Did not get his team prepared every single week, and it showed. And the SEC West is brutal. Okay, Xavier, you look at the roster. There aren't that many talented guys. Whose fault is that? This is year 4. Whose fault is it that there is not elite talent on the roster? That goes on the head coach for not hiring a good enough recruiting staff. That's on the head coach, man. This is year 4. Amazement. Thank you. Like Fred Flintstone has that LSU team prepared to play Alabama, and he's already fired. Saying a mudslide is putting it nicely. Honestly. Start third quarter. Gators getting the ball right. If we want any chance, we need points. Hey, man, I can see why rivals of Florida want Dan Mullen to stay around because they know what they're going to get. I can understand why rival fans say that. Guys, the third string quarterback, everyone. Remember that. This is the third string quarterback. Twelve to 17, 179. Touchdown. No picks. Oh, man, we even got the ball first in the game. I forgot. Special teams coverage. Honestly, man, how's it not the coach? The coach is responsible for the assistants he hired, and the coach is responsible for the decisions the assistants can make and do make. And when there's no talent, that's because your assistants and your coach did not recruit hard enough. They didn't recruit well enough to get the talent. This team is talented enough to not be 4-4. That is also on the coach for not preparing the team to play when they should be prepared. Every SEC road game this year is going to be a loss. How is that on players? Please tell me. The defense has been good enough. Maybe not LSU, but man, today in Kentucky, the defense is good enough not to lose. It's the offense. And who's the offensive guy? Who's the offensive play caller? Dan Mullen. He's responsible for which quarterback's out there, what running backs are out there. Like, he's responsible for it all. He's the CEO of the team. It is on the coach. Second and 4. Push us past the first down marker. $174 rush yards. Ah, crazy. I hope you keep watching, man. I hope you keep watching. I appreciate you watching. Can't give up on the Gators like that. So if that's what you got to do, man, I understand. 2nd and 8. Ball's across midfield already. Dexter with the tackle. Diabate helped. 3rd down. If he loses badly, it just might be. He loses by 20, 30 points. I could see it. I really could. 3rd and 6. Stop him here. Keep him out of field goal range. Stopped him. What was that? Brenton Cox with the pressure? Marshall with the coverage. 66-17. Yeah. I think I would turn this TV off if it became that badly. First South Carolina punt of the game. Ball at the 11. Crazy. Yeah, you could, man. You could. It's all good, though. Still number 5. It's still Malik Davis, too. Huh? That's good to know that we haven't got our mind changed about running backs at halftime. It's not the fact that I don't like Malik Davis. I do. I just think Dameon Pierce is better. If Grantham were to get fired after this game, I would be 100% okay with it. I'm so glad that we run it twice with Malik Davis and not Dameon Pierce. Aren't y'all glad to see that? 2 runs and our best running backs on the bench. Third and 5. It's either Jalen Kitna or Carlos Del Rio Wilson. We had 4 quarterbacks travel today. Running back run, quarterback run. 3 and out. 3 and out. 3 and out. Stop texting me. Good punt. I don't think Dan's giving it up necessarily. I just think his heart's no longer in it. I'm not that old. Come on now. Getting to the point where I'm looking at the clock and I kind of just want the game to end. I don't really care about what we can do, what we need to happen. I just kind of want the game to end. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it's just another death by 1,000 cuts type game. Fire defense coordinator should have done it last year. This is what happens when you don't make personnel changes when you should make them. Tennessee had a 56-yard pick six. Bama LSU is 20-14 right now. The Gator game wasn't on. I'd have that game on. I promise. Literally have LSU Alabama on my phone, everyone. I gotta pay attention to that game. That was a good game. Where's the passion? Where's the pride? Sure as heck don't see it. You're not the only one. First and 10. Ball to 33. Looking deep, throwing deep. Covered. Out of bounds. Good defense, Marshall. Pop's about to have a corner. I won't lie, I'm rooting for Nick Saban. Partly because I hate LSU that much, mainly because I want Alabama to go to Atlanta to beat Kirby Smart. Second and 10. They're just gashing us running the ball right now. That's a face mask from Torrance. You're not wrong. It's in the maroon uniforms. Brenton Cox has no idea when it is a passing play or a running play because he just did a pass rush right there and they literally ran right by him. They called targeting? They called targeting on Torrance. This is called tackling by the head or neck, I guess. I thought he said targeting for a second. They're in the red zone. Like, they're in the red zone. You got a running. Oh my goodness! You just stiff arm Chris Bogle with the line of scrimmage. Running back stiff arms a defensive end. Horse collar. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, the Toad. Second and 10. Get him, Princely, Hopper, Dexter, someone. Incomplete. Crazy. Thank you, man. Hey, it's been however many days, 14 years, and I still hate Jacob Hester. That's just a loss I'll never get over. False start. Yeah. Are you sure we're gonna beat Stanford? Are you sure? Like, like positive? Because I'm not. We could lose to anyone playing like this. Not joking. Third and 15. Screen. Oh my goodness. Another field goal time. Ben, I'm sorry, man. Like, this is a hard game to watch, isn't it? Oh man. Outside of an extra point against Kentucky, when was the last time we blocked a field goal? Been a while. Hey, look at that. This kicker's perfect today. And LSU just got down inside the 10-yard line on 4th and 1. They ran the ball. Oh! Oh, man. I miss Tebow. You just threw your TV to St. John's and you don't live in Florida. Oh, man. Good one. Amazement. I'm right there with you. What game do you think I am watching right now? I'm streaming this game and watching the LSU Bama. This game's not fun. This one is. Kentucky losing to Tennessee. Like, Tennessee is a better football team than Florida is. Oh man, like this is work done and Hester are both Gator killers. Yeah, how about Dalvin Cook too? I bet you are. Hey, go Saban, okay? Nothing personally against you. I just can't stand LSU. I hate them more than I hate Florida State. Amazement, you're so right in that. Like, you're so right in that. LSU knows their coach is gone. Been fired for 3 weeks. They know he's gone. But they're still playing for the man and trying to beat Nick Saban, the number #1 dynasty in college football history. And we can't even get a win because it's too cold in Columbus. Like, what are we doing anymore? Of course, I hate Georgia more. Yeah. I was there in 2007 when they went out and stomped all over the end zone. I was at that game. Yeah, hate Georgia more. Malik Davis still returning kicks. Did I vlog the Georgia Florida game? No. As I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, my buddy didn't make the trip and he had the ticket, so I did not end up going. Wanted to. Don't blame me. Blame my buddy, actually. He didn't even let me know until the day of. Down 23 points. False start. Why wouldn't it be? South Carolina doesn't have a penalty tonight except for that one false start last possession. Like, you're kidding me. He had to work. Hey, he was stuck up in Georgia, had to work. This is the Twilight Zone. You're right. No one let me know before the game started, though. It's usually that guy in the creepy music. Screen's not black and white. Florida State will not be a good game. This is going to be a toilet bowl, man. These two teams, man, that will not be a good game. Hey, look, Dameon Pierce gets a run, breaks a tackle, gets 3 yards. Give him the ball more. Wasn't lost, just didn't have anywhere to put my motorcycle gear, to be completely honest. Third and 2. Short. Why would you not run with Dameon Pierce again? Stuart Reese pulling around. Just go up the middle. Oh my gosh. 4th and 1. Game's over, everyone. Game's over. There's no fight left in this team. They just don't care to win. You start running with him way too late. Diabate absolutely missed the runner. The the number 5 run was on 3rd down. The Damian Pierce run was on 4th down. Yep, it was a turnover on downs. You know, I'm starting to agree with that. Crazy. Like, how in the hell did we only lose to Alabama by 2 points with this team? They're just running right in between the guard and the tackle on these runs. Is Dan gone after this? I mean, looks like it. It does. They're not even showing him anymore. LSU just fumbled on the goal line on 3rd down. Alabama football. Hey, look, force 4th down. I'd go for it. How is South Carolina beating us when South Carolina almost lost to Vanderbilt? Because that was Vanderbilt and this is Florida. We're a soft team. South Carolina's not. It's as easy as that. And that 1st down. Uncle Lou? Never heard of her. Not even mad. Just not. It's 40-10. Yeah, yeah, not surprised to see that. Everyone does it. Even when you're 4-4, everyone does it against you. Oh, they gave the ball back to LSU. Called it not a fumble. 4th down, going for it. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. I don't know, B Bean. Why did I laugh at that prediction? It's looking realistic now. 66-17, you said? I hope we score again. Yeah, I mean, I would have gone for a field goal too if I was LSU. It only puts you down 3, and you're sticking with them this game. You're throwing points away, Flintstone. We're probably going to lose either Missouri or Stanford. I'm starting to get to the point where I'll be surprised if we beat Missouri. I just hope we beat FSU. Fair point. Coach Red Flintstone is your coach. Yeah, fair point. Doesn't have Joe Burrow or Joe Brady to bail him out anymore. And you see how well he's done the last 2 years. Phenomenal recruiter. Terrible game planner. Then again, I mean, that staff did figure out that all you have to do is run counter power against us and you'll win the game. So who am I to judge coaching staffs right now? I agree with you 100%. I would get some guys that can finally recruit. Recruit or die. Kirby Smart said it. Recruit or die in the SEC. Dan Mullen's dying because he couldn't recruit. Oh, if it was IMG, they'd beat the brakes off of us. I mean, you can see why the broadcast team was eating pizza before halftime. There's nothing more to watch. Might as well sit back, relax, enjoy the slaughter. Burke again. Hey, John Marcus. Anyone else figure out that we're doing a silent count in a stadium that's barely 70% full in Williams-Brice Stadium? A silent count. A silent count. It's not even loud. Hey, good throw, 5. First down. I had so much hope after that Michigan win, too. Oh, my gosh. Yo, I'm like the savior. The savior's finally here. All praise the great Dan Mullen after year 1. We are still not running with Damian Pierce. Oh, I'm so tired. They're not just Crazy. IMG is a lot more than that, man. They're basically a college. They're basically a Gatorade hotspot, and they just throw money at people. Like IMG is the dirtiest. What do you, if you want to even call it a high school in the country? Oh wow, I can go on and on about IMG. IMG is they do not let players go to Florida. I don't know anything 100% specific, but just look at the track record on kids that go to IMG and kids that end up at Florida. Kamar Wilcoxon does not count. He never played for IMG. He doesn't count. Yeah, let's set Damian Pierce up for failure now. Oh, man. Well, y'all, that's the end of three. It's 40-10. We're down 30. There's no way we're going to come back and win this game. Not the way we're playing. Let's just enjoy some Tom Petty, okay? Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up to the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I stand my ground. Won't get turned around. And I keep this world from dragging me down. Gotta stand my ground. And I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hanging out, stand my ground, and I won't back down. Now I know what's right. I got just one life. In a world that keeps on pushing me around, gotta stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hanging out, stand my ground, and I won't back down. Oh, Gators, man. It's kind of season, hasn't it? We're about to be 4-5, and we'll be lucky to make a bowl game at this point. Like, can you believe that? Can you believe after the Alabama game we'd be saying that right now after Georgia? It's been a year. The Gators stand your ground in all kinds of weather. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hanging out, won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hanging out, stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Oh, man. Really wish better things were happening right now, but it is what it is. This is our team. This is our team. Like, this is it. This is the team we choose to like. Nothing more to say than that. This is the team we signed up to cheer on Saturdays for. Third and 4. There you go. Go Zip. Go Zip. Hold on to the ball, please. Nick Saban's fired up on the sideline. He always is, you know. Ball's on the 9 after the Zipper catch and run. Looking end zone. Please tell me Wells got a foot in bounds. Touchdown, Florida. Oh, LSU just got a turnover with 3 minutes, 25 seconds left. LSU has a chance to win this game. Hey, look at that. 40-17. About time we scored, man. Like, honestly. LSU's across midfield with the ball now. Yeah. If Emory comes back, does AR transfer? I don't see it. I think no matter who the coach is, whether it's Mullen or the next guy, Anthony's just a better quarterback than number 5. I can see us getting better next year if and this is if Mullen is the coach next year. I can see us getting better if necessary changes are made, and that means Todd Grantham, which we all know is gone. It means the majority of the defensive staff, to be completely honest with you, and John Hevsey. 100% John Hevsey, O-line coach. I don't think this team will improve at all if you do not get rid of Greg Knox running backs, John Hevsey O-line, aka Mullins boys, and everyone on the defensive side of the ball, reevaluation. Everyone. Christian Robinson, David Turner, them as well. This time, what's David Turner really done the last 2 years? Defensive line's been pretty bad the last 2 years. It was a lot better last year. Oh, this year's terrible. Yes, but you got to keep mentioning Ariola that's if Emory comes back and if the next coach is so inept, just like Mullen is, in thinking that Emory is the better quarterback. It's everyone who knows football can see that Richardson is just more talented and has the higher ceiling and not Emory Jones. It's obvious. It's obvious. It really is. Even Denny Thompson, Anthony Richardson's coach throughout his high school career. Denny Thompson worked with many very good quarterbacks, high school, college, pros. Danny Thompson's a quarterback coach, period. It's where quarterbacks go to get better. They look up Danny Thompson. Thompson cannot believe that Richardson is not starting over Emory Jones all season long, and he couldn't even believe the game plan against Georgia with Anthony Richardson. And that's a guy who knows his quarterbacks. That's a guy who knows his quarterbacks just as well, if not better, than Dan Mullen. LSU just turned the ball over on downs, which I'm happy for. I want Alabama to win. Bad throw for Max Johnson. Second and 7. Come on, defense. Third and 6. "13 minutes left in this game." Third and 6. Come on, defense. I'm finally seeing Jalen Lee out there. 3 and out, defense. Way to go. You ran backwards, Henderson. You caught the ball and ran backwards. Richardson got a concussion last week. It was said that he was cleared to play, but will only come in quote, emergency situations. So that's why he hasn't played tonight. Because being down 40-10 is not an emergency situation enough. 40-10. 40-17 now. Enough said. What if Georgia loses the national championship? I'll smile. I really will. 1980 jokes will continue. Spoiler alert. Cincinnati. No. They almost lost today because they couldn't knee the ball correctly. Florida, what? But Florida's backing down? No, they already backed down. They backed down a couple weeks ago in Death Valley. Highest scoring Florida LSU game of all time. And then we've barely put up 24 points in 2 games since. We're getting worse, everyone. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Guess what? Not getting better. I love losing to a first-year head coach with a fourth-year head coach at this program, a 13-year head coach in total. Get out of bounds. Second and 3. There's your Emory Jones interception. What a pick, by the way. I'm so tired of him, man. I really am. I really am. Two turnovers, both on him. What else is new? I mean, 2 turnovers not far off from 3 picks. It's really not. Back to showcasing his best talent. Completed passes to defensive backs. Yeah. Yeah. Too bad college doesn't do drafting like that. It's more like a tank for Kiffin right now. All aboard the Lane train. Oh, LSU has the ball with 9 seconds left. They would only be down 3 if they kicked a field goal. Now they're down 6. 5 seconds left now. Say this: I never root against Florida. I'm rooting for the game clock right now. Just keep ticking. Penalties decline. Game over. Alabama wins 2014. What else is new? 9:22 left on the clock in this game. She shares her name with one of the OG Power Rangers. Oh, the Wild Force Power Rangers. That's pretty cool. If Mullen had a heart, he would quit. I mean, I can almost see that happening at year's end at this point. It's just a matter of if he stays. It really is. Like, yeah, enough about that. Like, shoot, man. Walter Nolan commits to Texas A&M today. I briefly mentioned that earlier, but boy, am I glad that that recruiting story's over. That is 100% why parents should not be involved in their kids' recruiting as much as that family was involved. It looked like 4 or 5 months ago he wanted to come to Florida, and it just looked like family kept him away. And now he's going to A&M. I'm sure they gave him a lot of money to sign because we don't do that at Florida. Don't know why. Admin hates us, but yeah, #1 overall recruit Walter Nolan, Jimbo Fisher now, and Evan Stewart is just looking like it's not going to happen with him. And I can't really blame the young man. Like, yes, I will be very mad, upset, disappointed if we don't get him because he was as good as ours. But when you go from using wide receivers and tight ends like you did last year to like you did this year, I can understand why a top wide receiver doesn't want to come play for a bad quarterback in a system that's not designed to get you a lot of targets a game. We like running. We don't throw it to our receivers all day long like in Oklahoma, a Texas, and Alabama would. We don't do it. Last year was the exception, not the rule. Not with this head coach. I would love for Urban Meyer to come back. I really would. No hard feelings. Trust the staff. Yeah, that was our bad. That was our bad. Hmm. 9:22 left to play. Five wide set. Sack. Second and 14. Surprised that wasn't intercepted. No, he really doesn't. He really has zero pocket awareness. Third and 14, another blitz. Oh, he gets tattooed because he can't sense the pressure coming from his blind side. Because it's my team, man. I'm always going to root for my team. The good, the bad, the ugly, the horrible. I'm always going to root for my team. That's why. They're my team. I can be called a lot of things, but someone who's a fake Gator fan, that's not me. I'm 100% true fan through and through. Whether we're good, whether we're bad, I'll be loud about it. 7:44 to play. Come on, clock. Counting on you. Don't you wish we got Kirby as our head football coach of Florida? Like Kirby Smart right now? Or someone who's just as good as a recruiter as Kirby Smart? Like, yeah, I would trade in a heartbeat Dan Mullen for Kirby Smart. Do I wish we got Kirby Smart? I wouldn't complain about it, but if we got someone like Lane Kiffin, who's just as good offensively as Kirby is defensively, just as good as a recruiter, I'd be happy with that. I just want a head coach who can recruit. Hey, don't get me wrong. If we keep Dan Mullen, I'm still going to be cheering for the orange and blue next year. I'm always going to cheer for the orange and blue no matter who our coach is. Just because I don't like a coach doesn't mean I don't like the team. I love the team. It's my team. Anthony, I agree with you. Like firing everyone is just the best option at this point. There are so many holes to fix. Like this offense, the defense, special teams. Where to begin? I wouldn't know where to begin. Unless it's fire everyone and keep Mullen to be like, you know what? These are the guys. Go ahead and win with them. Even that wouldn't work. A coach's got to be able to pick his own staff. That wouldn't work either. Like just everyone. There's the door. Well, this is because this is a lot like 2013, 2017. It really is. Coach loses the locker room. Muschamp's case, everyone got hurt. Jimmy the Shark's case, credit card scandal. And then the wheels just fell off at that point. I don't really know what went wrong except for you didn't make personnel changes that need to be made. We had a historically bad defense and we kept our coordinator. That's honestly where it starts. We had an historically bad defense and we kept the guy in charge of it. Just run the clock down. Trust AG. I actually agree with that statement. We're not as serious about football as we need to be. And having a coach like Dan Mullen just it shows, man. If you hire a coach who's great offensively, but you know he can't recruit, and you let him surround himself with his buddies that can't recruit either, where do you really expect the University of Florida to be in the future? And 4 years later, this is where we are. Keep in mind, last year's players were not Dan Mullen players in Trask, Tony, and Pitts. Those were recruited by McElwain's staff. All three of them. Billy Gonzalez developed Kadarius Toney into what he is now. Tim Brewster helped develop Kyle Pitts into what he is now. But those are McElwain guys. $6:30 to go. I mean, in 2012, offense wasn't terrible, but yes, we would have a hard time moving the ball against the girls lacrosse team under Will Muschamp. Georgia Southern, tough team to defend. Remember that? Still just running for 5 yards clip on us. I would love Will Muschamp is my number one choice, no matter what the cost. If you could get him, and he wants to come, you get him as defensive coordinator. He is my favorite defensive-minded coach we've ever had. I would love for Will Muschamp to come back. Pay him $3 million a year just to be the DC. First and goal. Will Muschamp over Charlie Strong. All right, that's how much I love Will Muschamp's defense. 2012 defense is my favorite of all time defense. $4:30 to play. It's why I literally cringe whenever I see him in a press conference. He's terrible in press conferences. And Ariana Grande, that's really cool, man. You actually work with Ariana. That's awesome. Congratulations. Look at that. Chris Bogle shooting around the edge. Tackle for loss. Oh, I hate you. 40 points to a bad South Carolina team. That's all you need to know about our defensive coordinator. Oh, sorry. One more thing. He gets $1.8 million a year to be this bad. Under 3 to play. Oh, it's Todd Grantham for me all day, Bean. Ariola, I agree, man. Like, he's going to be pissy, shut everyone down, say something. Terrible when the team's decent. And this year he's been hard to watch. As a Florida fan, as someone who listens to the podcasts, the press conferences, oh my gosh, it's been unbearable to try to watch this year. I agree, William. Like, Will Muschamp is a Georgia alum. He's not going anywhere. He's got it made. He's literally to Kirby Smart what Kirby Smart was to Nick Saban all those years. He is the absolute defensive-minded ace who can also recruit his ass off. That's what Kirby Smart was for Nick Saban all those years. That's what Will Muschamp's fixing to be for Kirby Smart in Georgia. I agree with you. 4th and goal, under 2:30 to play. At this point, I'm kind of rooting for them to get another one too. Think we should get a new defensive coordinator? 9 months ago, yes. I can't believe it's a 99% win chance against Samford. I can't believe it's 86 and 85 against Mizzou and Florida State. That's honestly mind-blowing to me. How? How do you think we will easily beat those three teams? What was our win percentage chance today? High 70s? Mid 80s? We're down 23 freaking points. Does Vegas really think we have that good of a chance to beat those three teams on the schedule? Shouldn't be that high. Anthony, there's an age-old saying. If you have two quarterbacks, you have zero quarterbacks. Right now, we have two quarterbacks. We do a counter run with Malik Davis on our own goal line. We don't even care about this game anymore. We just want to get out of it. You know what? I do too. Shoot. I want to do anything else but watch this. Minute 30 left. Come on, clock. Keep ticking. Run for first down. I don't even care. Get this whole coaching staff out. Yeah. Because they will back down. Remember I said when this game started, like, I didn't like the fact that the way we came out in warm-ups, the fact that we had a lot of people sick, and it's this team. Like I said, anyone who didn't see this coming, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what you've been watching this year. Dan Mullen gets fired. Expect a video on this channel this week. Almost threw another pick. He almost had 3 turnovers. He honestly almost threw that. Michael Jordan's Michael Jordan. You really comparing Dan Mullen to Michael Jordan? Come on now. That's not even close. Comparing Nick Saban to Michael Jordan's a better comparison. Top 3 replacements for Dan Mullen: Lane Kiffin, Mark Helfrich, Oregon, and who would be my third? Look at Damian Pierce. Like, why wasn't he running all day? I don't know. Like Urban Meyer, honestly. If I'm going for like current NFL head coaches, Matt Rule, Carolina, if he still wants to stick around Carolina. If not, offer him a job. Urban Meyer, definitely. But no, I really only got 2, and Kiffin and Helfrich. I mean, there are other candidates out there, but those are really the only 2 that I'm looking at right now. He almost threw another interception. Nine seconds left. Last play, please. Finkel, I mean, I don't know. I really don't. And then whoever that Iowa State coach is too, I keep hearing him too. I don't really know about them. I really don't. I can see Luke Finkel deserving a really good job, but I'm not sure if I want him to be Florida's coach. And that's the ball game, everyone. Like, honestly, plan on doing a video about coaching searches this week. If Mullen gets fired, which, 23-point loss on the road, 0-3 on SEC road games this year. This could be the last time we see Dan Mullen in the orange and blue. But I don't know about y'all. I'll be okay with it, though. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for this stream. Like, that was brutal, wasn't it? I'm sorry if I rambled. Sorry if I sound a little negative. I'm just a passionate fan talking about my team. And right now, there are not many good things to talk about. So hats off, South Carolina. Like, honestly, you had the better game plan. You won. You beat a bad team. Congrats. Like, appreciate it, y'all. Anyway, KJ3 signing off. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the thumbs up. Really helps me out. And, yeah, turn on bell notifications for the next video. But, yeah, signing off. KJ3 out.